just
Yeah,
playing
I've
background
been
Yo,
noise.
in. I've been. Wait, y'all hear me? I've been in here for God knows for like an hour.
oh yeah, bro. All right, like me specifically, I turned your volume down because when you came in, it was like loud as hell, and I couldn't hear myself think.
Oh, y'all was
But it's not.
egoing me, bro.
Oh nah, you good. I think it's better now. Like it
I've
sounds
been in
cool,
here
so I
for
turned you up.
God knows for like
Hey,
an
welcome
hour.
back.
Welcome
Welcome back.
back.
What were you saying? Like not to, not to ignore you or anything.
Oh my
I'm so forgot. I'm not even going.
God. Guys, I have a
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Is there like a difference between like being a creator inside the US and outside the US? Is there like a difference between I mean like the payment method? So, you know, because
I have no clue.
they because
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
they are always asking me, are you in the US? When I'm making my Happy Wallet, always asking me, are you in the US? Are you in the US? Are you in the US?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
Did you born
text
in the US?
differently.
I don't know why do they ask a lot about the US. I think
I
maybe
think
they're uh, like controlling the US people. I mean, you know, I
wait,
don't know.
what?
Not controlling. I don't know the word. I've told you, bro. My English is bad. Sometimes
Oh, oh.
Yo, if you click my profile, there's a link to my stream if you wanted to see the map.
Are you
Egoist.
streaming right now?
Yeah, I just started it so that he could see it.
Oh, cool. Hold up. Yeah, no, I think it's because that's where Epic Games that's where their headquarters is in US. So they need to know if they need to adjust anything, like when they pay you. I
I
doubt
think
it's for any bad reasons or anything like that. Oh wow, this looks crazy, bro.
I don't know, bro.
I
I
say
don't
my
know.
favorite thing's the day night cycle. Probably be a little
Oh,
delayed.
didn't they change that recently?
Yeah, I think it's just for if you use the device though. Like
Yeah.
preset options, I think are still okay.
Mm. So this is a GTA style map that he
Yep,
was talking about.
yep.
Oh, nice.
Can
That's insane, bro.
And
rob
you
places
modeled
and
this like yourself?
this is all in engine, no external things.
Are you using instant static meshes or hierarchical instant
Yep. They
static meshes?
almost everything is because without it the
Ah,
memory would
yeah.
explode.
Yeah, I figured. I'm like, hold up.
Like
Oh, that's really cool.
I think if I
Mhm.
grab those, they're all together.
Mm. So now, did you make them like actors, and then you did the instant static meshes
Yeah,
inside the actor
I used to
blueprint?
do it instance off of the base model because I didn't know about the actor, but when you do it like that, it still uses the first model's memory. But if you just do it in an actor,
Mm.
it's almost like it cuts it down a lot.
Ah, yeah, I see. I see. My only like gripe with like doing it like that, like the issues that I ran into was like when you try to move, like if you, damn, so hard to explain this without like visual, like let's say you edit instance static mesh actor or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And you're throwing in, I guess like that building that you have on the left or something like let's say you have just like a box and then you're trying to make windows for it. Don't you have to like manually type in the transform instead of just moving it around?
You mean for like a part in the instance?
Yeah, like
Like,
let's say you
well,
have another,
I
yeah.
think you used to have to, but now they let you move it if you just double click on it. Like this is all in a group.
Oh, really?
This is in a group with all of these here, but I can move it.
Yo
Huh.
guys,
Okay.
yo guys, I have to go. Yo, uh,
All right.
I'll
Nara,
see
bro,
you,
do you hear
man.
me?
Yeah, have a
Yeah,
good day, man. Yo, it's good
yeah,
talking
yeah,
to you,
yeah.
bro.
Bro, it was like interesting talking to you. You're a good guy. Keep going, bro. What you're doing.
Yo.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yo,
Likewise,
Van Week,
bro.
bro, I'm feeling like one of your biggest fan, bro. I'm making mad, but bro, you're insane. Keep
Thank
going,
you.
bro. Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
guys. Oh, don't have a good day. Like, have a great day, guys. Bye bye.
You too.
You too, bro.
Yeah, I don't know when it was exactly, but they used to be kind of stuck where they were, and that was
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad they changed that, bro. It was such a pain doing that.
and now
Jeez.
you can actually copy and paste them too, which you used to not be able to do.
Mm,
So
man, it just keeps getting better.
yep.
So are you you mentioned like mechanics and stuff. So are you doing everything through event binding?
Yeah. There's a couple of like
Oh, okay.
I got a guy to make me like a verse device to have some UI, like the UI money on your
Yeah.
screen. And then
Oh, nice.
there's another one that like when you're sticking up like one of these gas stations, it'll put like a player reference where he's standing and he'll do an animation.
Oh, yeah. That's the character chair paste through notepad and change the animation, the
Well,
default animation tree.
I have that one in here too, but that one, which I haven't really tried it, but whenever you teleport it to you, like you start floating away for some reason. I don't know.
When you
There's
teleport
probably,
the chair?
yeah, I'm using like a player reference for the animations that need to be like applicable anywhere.
Yeah.
But like at like
Oh,
the,
you're using a player reference.
yeah,
Okay.
but like at the gym, like where you're not gonna move, there are chairs here that like whenever you do like an animation.
That's weird because that sounds like a collision problem. You said like they
Yeah.
start flying in the air.
It probably is. I didn't even like try it out for too long. Like it just didn't work, and I kind of just
Yeah.
went back to what I was doing before.
Oh, okay,
There's
I feel you.
definitely probably a workaround.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's kind of delayed by like 30 seconds, so it take a minute for me to.
Yeah, man, that's some massive work you got there, bro.
Yeah, I've been working on
pretty
this for
awesome.
so long that my just like modeling method has changed a lot. So a lot of this, like I wouldn't even do the same way. I think it could look a lot better if I did it now.
I see.
So I'm kind of
I
ready
see
to be
exactly
done with
what you
this,
mean.
but I can't release it until they fix this bug with the cars.
What's up with the cars?
You can't place more than like 20 spawners, or you won't be able to memory calculate.
Really? That's horrible.
And obviously,
What?
I need more than 20 cars in this city.
Yeah. Now, is it like that just happened after today's update?
No, that's been a thing since like November.
Really?
Yeah, me and this
Oh,
other guy
shit.
made a Epic Forums post, and it just now got like put in the queue like a week ago because it needed 5 votes, and it only just now got 5 votes.
Damn.
I don't understand
Why not
how
just have?
nobody knew about it with the like the driver maps. Like they have to put a ton of cars down. I don't know how no one has said anything.
What about okay, so when you, let's say you have do you already have the spawners in the world right now?
No, I took them out. I only have like 4
Okay.
or 5, and they're only over here on this like left side of the map. But I noticed.
So what if you
Wait, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, what if you had like, I don't know, because like I would assume, you know, since November, like I would be pretty pissed. like why not just have like 19 or something, and then just kind of launch it and let people know there's an update coming or something.
I don't know. I don't want to risk it. You know, it ruining everything. I think I might have found a workaround though. I was gonna try it, but I can't launch right now. Like whenever you spawn in the world, you're not anywhere near these cars. You're all the way over here at like this hospital. And whenever you come over here to where the cars are, it lags like a lot. And I'm guessing that has something to do with why the cars are a problem. So I was gonna have the cars like be way out here in the ocean, and then like 5 seconds into the game, like teleport them
Move
all
them.
into the city, and then maybe it'll
Yeah.
let me calculate. But
That's really
I
interesting.
haven't got to try it yet. Because I'm thinking like whenever I put all the cars in, the game's lagging so hard right when it starts that the calculation just bugs out.
Damn. So how long have you been working on this?
Probably since like July, but I've been working on other maps too, so it's not been this all just this map.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Are you a fan of GTA?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it since 4 with Nico Bellic, but but I still like GTA. GTA is dope.
Well, I was gonna say they just delayed it today.
Again?
It got delayed till like May of next year.
GTA 6?
A whole year from now.
That's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
bro.
god.
Anyway, that's a bad thing,
I hate
but
it.
at the same time, I can maybe work on my GTA map now, the 6 map.
Yeah. There you go. take the spotlight, bro. Shit. They keep messing
It's
around.
gonna be a minute.
Oh, you're saying like as a brand new project?
Well, I kind of did. I've done a little bit of work already. I don't know how far the stream is behind, but I just loaded up some buildings that I made.
Oh, this is it. Oh, okay. So you mentioned you did like all the modeling through the editor.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. All the. I don't know how to model anything else.
Wow. That looks really impressive for just the editor.
Well, I gotta say the letters. I use this program that makes them for you, because I'm not gonna sit there
Oh,
and do
okay.
the letters. But the buildings, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it's still pretty cool.
My bad.
Man, I'm just waiting for them to fix this damn bug. I'm trying to have like a public playtest soon and launch a Kickstarter and all that, but
Where
can't have a
you-
playtest.
How do you public playtest, like personally? You?
So I haven't done a public playtest yet, but the way that I would do it is I'd probably just have, you know, like have it as a published island, and then just, you know, invite people to my Discord and let them know like, hey, you know, if you want to play with the developer or, you know, some of the people working on the team. It's just me and my music composer for right now. We do like internal private playtests. But you know, I would just launch the island and just tell people to play it and let them know like, hey, it's still in beta, so don't expect it to be final.
Have you made your Discord server yet?
Yeah. It's up.
How many people do
just-
you have in there?
It's literally just my team.
Dude, like
For right now.
I have one that I'm trying to make for that city map, but like you can't post invites in the chats here anywhere, or they'll get deleted, or you'll get banned. Like I really just don't even know how to
Really?
get people to join in, because the people that would maybe
okay.
care are gonna be here, and you can't even post.
So let me ask you this. Have you worked in game development before UEFN?
No.
No? Okay. I've worked on a number of games before UEFN, like in Unreal Engine, and I worked on this one game called Smack Studio. It was like a Smash Bros like game where you can create your own character and animate them and stuff. It is really cool. But I learned a lot of stuff like just like working on games and stuff. I would say don't even depend on the Fortnite server at all, like zero.
You mean like
I would-
for them to get you a number on your map?
No, I just mean like to reel in players. Honestly, if I was in your okay, yeah. I was just gonna say like if I was in your position, I would rely on more like social media to reel in people and then that way they can join in through any link. You know, 'cause you can post any link you want on social media.
Yeah.
But the Fortnite server, it's not great.
Yeah, I think I need to maybe try to do some shorts because I made one for one
Yeah.
of the Walking Dead islands I was working on, and it actually got like 1,000 views, which is not crazy, but for me, like I never get any views on shorts, and that one, kind of got bigger than anything else I've
Yeah.
done on there.
Yo, do you use TikTok, bro?
No, well, I do have one, but I haven't put any. Well, actually, I think
Yeah.
I have put a Fortnite map on there, but it was a long time ago, and it really just didn't go too well. So I didn't try it again. But it wasn't anything special though. So I mean, maybe I should try
Mm.
again.
Yeah, bro, bring some hype to like the visuals that you got going on, and by that I mean like, like just people seeing your map alone, like what you were working on and stuff, like what you're streaming and stuff, they would go crazy. Trust me. Like, and if you bring hype to that, like showcasing it and then also saying like, oh, look at this map, like this map is huge, it's like GTA style, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
People, there's tons of people who literally only use TikTok just to look for Fortnite maps. So I think TikTok would be a great avenue. I'm about to start posting on there because I gotta reel in players for when I launch this playtest, and TikTok is gonna be my go-to. TikTok and YouTube, really.
Yeah.
Twitter's good too, but
Shoot, bro,
don't
I'd play test that
yeah.
thing. It looks cool.
hey, for real, hey, yeah, man. I mean, that would be dope. I gotta I'm gonna launch the Discord soon. It's just I've been like I have this horrible perfectionist like characteristic about myself where I'm like, oh shit, it needs to be perfect before I start showing it to people. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I have gotten that way
So
a lot over the past year.
yeah, like I need to just start posting and start promoting. Like I see all these other fighting game, like I grew up with fighting games my whole life, but like seeing them market nowadays is like they go crazy with the marketing, and everybody knows about it when they're promoting like a new game. So for example, like Fatal Fury just had Cristiano Ronaldo and Giovanni the DJ or something like that, and everybody saw it. And it's just like really good marketing that I need to employ for my game. So I'm gonna launch the Discord on my Twitter, like probably I might do that shit today because I can't code right now.
Shoot. Yeah, I'll join it. Free.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
I seen
That'd
some
be dope.
guys like a while ago got like a SpongeBob collab, and it wasn't anything to do with Epic. Like it was just the creator themselves. Like that would be crazy if you could get some sort of like anime collab.
Brand deal?
Yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah. Bro, listen. So what I'm trying to do, like I'm trying to do what Fortnite does. Fortnite lets a bunch of different characters from other games come into their game, and they got real life people, putting their own skins in the game.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna launch my Kickstarter, one of the cool things that I'll do like as a perk for like backers is and I learned this when I worked on the other fighting game, Smack Studio. Like we had a Kickstarter campaign, and if someone backed the project with like $1,000, they got their own custom character in the game with their own custom moveset, everything custom, like voice acting, everything. So I would love to do something for like that for my game, where if someone wanted to be in the game themselves and they wanted to have their own weapon or something like that, that came with their own animations, then they could back the project up to a certain amount. I haven't like decided what that would be yet. And then they could get themselves in the game, and now they're in the game. And other people could, play as them in the game and use their weapon and shit. So
you're talking about your own game, right?
yeah.
Or it's not in Fortnite?
No, yeah, my own game. And the game you saw on Twitter.
Oh.
The game I'm working on.
You're allowed
fighting
to do
game.
a Kickstarter for Fortnite Islands?
I wouldn't see why not.
Well, I don't know if
Like-
you are or not, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I'm not sure if you know about the Epic Mega Grant thing that they have going on, but they want to fund people who are making UEFN islands. So
Yeah.
people who are bringing in, you know, new things to the ecosystem, and people who want to bring in players from other communities. Like, for example, I want to reel in some people from fighting game communities, you know, like who can have that same experience inside of Fortnite, like that type of thing. Like, they really appreciate people making like new shit and like trying to reel in other players and stuff. So they'll what they'll do is, it's kind of like a funding campaign, but you really just apply for the grant and you let them know what your budget is. You break it down to a very, you know, fine detailed, you know, budget plan. You let them know how much the art is going to cost, how much voice acting, if you want that, you know, like the animation work, all that, you know,
Mhm.
environmental design, all that. And, you know, you pretty much just give them a rundown of your project. And what they'll do is they'll review it for like a month and a half or so. I think the last window just closed like April 14th or 15th. And they're reviewing right now as we speak. And in June, so June like 15th, they're going to send out responses to like if, you know, people got accepted or not. And once you like, let's say for the map that you're working on right now, you applied for an Epic Mega Grant and you broke down the budget a bunch, like, you know, you let them know what you need and everything, and you apply.
Mhm.
Then let's say you got accepted, they will not be breathing down your neck for you to, you know, do all the things that you said you were going to do inside your grant application. They just give you the money and they just want to see you do good, you know, like, and just push Fortnite forward. So it's almost like they want people to get funding, you know?
Yeah.
So by them doing the mega grants, they don't care how you get money, you know, like as long as you're not like putting in links to some website where people could buy stuff inside your game, you know, a funding campaign is like probably the best thing that they would want people to go for their games.
Yeah. I just I've seen that. I've never tried to apply for it, which I wouldn't honestly like I wouldn't want them to to do that map that I just showed you. I don't know how they would feel about that. Um
What do you mean?
well,
You think they wouldn't?
I think they're kind of iffy on like violent. I mean, it's not inappropriate. There's not anything inappropriate on there, but you can't just straight up like rob people. And I know it's not
Hmm.
against the rules exactly, but it's not something that they might want to push out either.
Well, let me debunk that by saying, what's worse, killing a player or robbing a player?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I mean, they got bomb planting in the game. You know, so I think you're good, bro. Like if you really wanted to go for it, you should definitely go for it, cuz what you're doing is definitely unique. And that's the type of stuff they really pay attention to.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, of
have
course, of
you
course.
so did you say you have applied or you're going to?
I did apply back in April. So I'm just waiting on the responses. They get sent out in actually June. Yeah, they get sent out in June. So I'm waiting on the responses.
Um, so whenever you like, did you
Yeah.
have to send them any like videos or pictures?
So personally, I did. So what I did is I made an unlisted YouTube video specifically for them to review. That way it's in like their format that
Hmm.
they wanted. So, because they ask you for like your social media, they'll ask you for a video so they can, you know, at least see the island. So what I did is I filled out the application, like the whole thing, and I put my YouTube in there, put my YouTube video in there, but I also like pretty much touched on everything inside my application in video format, just in case, you know, that way all bases are covered.
Yeah.
So you don't
So
have to make a video, but it's definitely encouraged. Definitely encouraged. Because they need to see what they're going to invest in, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I hope I get it, bro. This would be life changing for me.
What would you
Life.
what would you add in on?
So I need to have an adventure mode where people can so I grew up playing like MMORPGs, like you probably heard of World of Warcraft or like Mabinagi
Mhm.
or Black Desert Online. Like I grew up like playing a lot of those games, and in a lot of those games is like dungeon grinding for like a better weapon or something, or like unlocking a new skin or something like that. Like I would love to have the funding to put towards that sort of like development effort, you know, like a whole adventure mode where you can run dungeons with friends and stuff. And also, like I said, the fighting game that you see, like that's just one game in my project right now. Like I want to expand the entire arcade and have multiple arcade games, because the whole thing is if you earn one skin in one game, you can take that skin and use it in another game.
Yeah.
So that's my whole like universal system that I tried to set up, you know, like
So
so that would be really cool. And
would you
animations, music as well too, and all that good stuff.
would that be the game like you're in the arcade and you're playing different machines?
Yeah, yeah. So you spawn in. It's called Purgatory Arcade. I haven't really like I said, that perfectionist thing about me. Like I just solidified the title probably like the middle of last month. So I still have to like promote it as that and like show people like how it kind of works,
Mhm.
you know? Because all I've been showing right now is the arcade game that I've been making. But yeah, you spawn in and it's called Purgatory Arcade. It's just a blank world, but like it just looks like you're in purgatory kind of. And then there's two arcade cabinets, one for player one, one for player two. And you walk up to it, you press play, and yeah, you can just like battle it out in the arena, like the PvP game. And if you level up and you like, let's say you level up and you earn a new skin, like what I want to have set up in the future is other arcade games in that same world that you can, you know, like let's say you earn a new skin, then you hop off the game, then you hop on the next arcade game, and let's say it's like a racing game or something. Then you can use that same skin that you were playing as in the other arcade game in this new arcade game. And the reason why I wanted to go for that is because of player retention.
Yeah, they would really like, you know, that they're, you know, they could use like their own little custom cosmetics,
Mm-hmm.
go around with them.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my plan. I saw somebody else like as I was developing this, I saw another person trying to do something like that, and I was like, "Oh wow, like I'm surprised someone else like tried to do something like this." And I was checking them out, and I saw that like they just gave up. Like they just had one arcade game, and it was cool. It was like it was actually like you walk up to the arcade machine, you press play or whatever, and you're now like playing as like a 2D character.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like some sort of platformer or something like that. It was really cool, but that was the only game, and they kind of like abandoned the project. I was
What's
like, damn.
what's your project size and island memory with the?
No, that's a great question. Right now it's 49%, and most of it is to textures, believe it or not. I have hundreds of animations, hundreds of other things going on, but most of it is going straight to textures. Textures are killer, bro.
I'd say like imagine like just an endless
Killer.
island memory. Like imagine
Oh,
my
man.
my map that has an arcade that you can go into and you can play games like yours on the arcade machines. That would just be crazy.
That would be insane. Yo, that reminds me of I don't know if you've heard of that game, Yakuza.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, like they have an arcade. They have like an arcade room in there, like an arcade building, and you can go in there and you can play Virtua Fighter, like the full game, the entire game. It's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah,
Bro, are you in your game right now?
yeah.
Hold up. Yo, this looks crazy.
Look, yeah.
Yo,
I
that
don't know
looks
how
sick.
behind it is, but I'll rob a store and I don't know if you just saw me rob that guy or not.
Nah, I just tuned in.
Where am I at right now?
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so yep, I see it now. He has the money coming out, and he's got his hands up. Yo, that's crazy. That's awesome,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
just messing around in here. Since I can't
Oh shit,
load into my island.
he's
Anyway.
invincible.
Oh yeah, they're literally just a switch device. Like the on switch is them standing there doing nothing, and then the off switch is them with their hands raised.
Oh, nice, nice.
But I was testing out earlier, just making some like animated sequences, like they're actually animated when you rob them, and it turned out it looked pretty good.
Oh shit, that's dope.
That's probably what I'll do for the next one. On this one, it'd be a lot of work to take all of that stuff out and re-implement it.
Yo.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm seeing you in the shop right now.
Hello, hello. What are you doing right
Show
now?
off some features.
Yeah, let's see it, man. Let's see.
Tree. Tree. Cherry. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh?
Wait, is this a custom car?
No, it's just it's a skin.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
tripping.
can you show what's in the screen?
Have you heard of a casketer?
Okay, hold up. Yeah, bro, you use casketer?
Yeah, that's what that's the easiest thing for me to do. Like the animations, besides the kicking door ones from Mixamo, but the other ones I made myself. Because
Yo,
use casketer. I love
man,
it. Makes it so easy.
bro, casketer. Yeah, like it's so good. yo, nice.
They even added a UEFN mannequin in there now, so you don't have to retarget things anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
well for player animations.
Wow.
at least. But yeah, you can make
Yeah.
it there, bring it in, and it's ready to go.
that's actually awesome. I was kind of wondering like if they would do that someday.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
fire.
know if it's for the pro version though, because I only noticed it after I got a free trial of pro. I got like 13 days left, so I don't know if when I go back to free that'll still be a thing or not. I might end up having
Bro,
to get a subscription.
The indie developer license is cheaper than the actual like full license.
Oh shoot, for real?
Yeah. I got the indie license for like what, a year, I think. Oh shit, it's probably gone by now. This was like last year.
Well, I saw
But,
that
yeah.
after you have it for a year, I don't know if it's for the indie one too, but they give you an option of just buying the software straight up.
Oh, the perpetual license.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I would like to do that, but
Yeah, bro. Screw subscriptions.
that's what I was trying to do. I was looking at the other day. I'm like, I really just wish I could just buy this, but you have to subscribe for a whole year before they let you. And I don't even know how much it is because it doesn't say.
Bro, I have to say that out of all the like GTA maps that I've seen, this is probably like the most advanced one.
I appreciate it. You like my map? I love my map.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks really good.
Little,
Yo, for this, so that vest.
yeah.
You think you could like? You think you could hide that, John?
Well,
that sucks that it
like-
doesn't like keep the same rotation.
It's
But I know why though.
I
know
could
why.
take it off of you, but then it would mess with my system of like saving the items that you're wearing. Because right now I have it so whenever you leave the game and you come back, you'll still be wearing what you were wearing when you left.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
if I take
Nah,
it
that
off
makes-
of you, it'll kind of get rid of that. I don't know. I just have to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. Nah, it actually sucks that like the attachments don't transfer over to like if you're in a chair.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know. I don't know why they just don't even allow us to do animations like in a legit way. Still, you have to use like illegal devices. Like
Yeah.
Like the
Alright,
chair
tell
is
me
like
about it.
pasted off of a notepad. Like what the heck? This is crazy.
And then you don't know when that animation is gonna end, so it just constantly loops.
Yeah, I have to use like a trigger
gotta, like,
with a delay
protect it.
on it to kick you
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
For the gym one it works because it's supposed to loop, but things that are not supposed to, you do have to like manually kick them out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, all these tricks and cheats that we have to deal with in UEFN, bro.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Roblox players just having at it. I mean, Roblox developers can do whatever the fuck they want.
And the crazy thing about that is they have the freedom and ability, and half of them keep like the default looking things on there.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yo, I've seen this. Oh my god, this is when I kind of like started believing in Roblox because I never really played Roblox like that until I saw this. Like, somebody made it was literally Call of Duty, bro. Like, copy paste Call of Duty. It looked nothing like Roblox. Like, I was like, where the fuck am I? Like, it was crazy. I'm like, yo, this is what you can make in Roblox. This is insane.
Like I didn't even know if it was possible because people don't even do it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn, why don't people make more of this? Like,
I've never used the engine though, so I don't even know how difficult it is. I can't really be talking, but
yeah, I don't know either.
They have the ability, and a lot of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not using the release on input trigger, but I can see if mine even works at all. You can ride the train.
Yeah, please.
When you're riding the train, you get out with the input trigger.
Oh, that's crazy.
Also, my phone,
Yo,
my phone is on input trigger, but it's not on release either.
Yeah, I hope they fix this like today, bro. Cause, like I said, I got people counting on me. I got people asking me, yo, I'm trying to play test this shit, bro. Hurry up. And I'm like, oh man. Yeah, what they need to do, which would save us a lot of headaches, is make like some sort of test update build where, or like some sort of test server build where people like only use, like if you played a game and you played the test server of a game,
yeah, like
you
that.
know, like
I know what you mean.
like that would be so nice.
Like you can use it if you want to, but if you don't want to, then you can stay on the stable version until they get everything ironed out, and then they can force you to move over to it when it's ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, this looks good.
Appreciate it.
Oh, so that worked, the releasing?
Well, I'm not releasing. It's just it's the first fire.
You're pressing it again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, pressing does work for me. It's just damn. Yeah. Guess I just gotta wait, man. But honestly, today is probably a really good day for me to just tackle a lot of the social media items that I have overloading my Trello.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely need to promote the Discord, make a few TikTok posts, make a YouTube video. Like the playtest that me and my friend were doing, we got some really good footage there. So I think I can just use that. I might make a video today or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to play test without a big Discord.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I've tried getting just like random people on here, but half the time it's just little kids and they get impatient and leave after the map doesn't load up after 3 seconds.
Oh really? Oh shit.
They can't stand to wait. They wanna play.
So like what's the required players to start for your world? Oh, you got the secret jump too? Nice.
Oh yeah. Right now I think it's just one. Like there's not a requirement. Because it's it's supposed to be like open world, like you can do whatever you want, so it doesn't have to be full.
Yeah. Damn, there's just hella impatient. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
I mean also though I guess like maps like these where it's a lot of custom stuff would take a long time to like download.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Like when they're waiting in the lobby,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
waiting
like-
for the map to.
Yeah, they just sleep.
Oh, wow, damn, that's crazy. Like what's the project size? If you don't mind me asking. Geo.
It's
NPC with flying.
the project size. Shoot, hold on, I think it's right here.
Hmm.
I'm trying to give you an exact number. Oh, it doesn't show it right now. I think it's like, it's only like 50.
50 megs?
Well, 200, I guess, right? Because it's 400 max, 50%.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay, 50%. Okay. Huh. Dang, I mean,
The world
yeah, that's not bad.
is 60,000 right now. That's really devices, because before I did devices, I had the memory at like maybe like 18,000 with just the models.
Mhm.
I hate that. I hate that the devices take up so much.
Yeah. Dang. I mean, if it was, I can imagine it would be a lot less if it was through verse.
Yeah, it would be. But I have
Mm-hmm.
no knowledge of that at all. I can look at some code and maybe figure out how to edit something a little bit, but writing on, never.
Hey man, well if you ever got like, I don't know if you'll ever like dive into it someday, but if you ever got questions about it, definitely hit me up, because I've been using this shit as soon as it came out, and you know, you see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Verse code.
Using all verse. Yeah, all verse. Straight up verse, but like, you know, I got devices for things too, here and there.
I mean, you need them, but
Yeah.
you can definitely delete a lot of them with verse, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
Yeah.
like timers and having delays and stuff. You don't have to have a device for that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't need a device for that. That's literally just one line of code. It's just called sleep.
Yeah.
And then you throw in what float number you want in there. You want it to sleep for like 5 seconds. Boom. Sleep. Open parenthesis 5.0 close parenthesis. Just let it work.
Hey, you mind if I friend request you then?
Yeah, hit me up, bro.
All right.
Yeah, hit me up. Yeah, like I have a lot of passion for game development. Like it's been like my childhood dream. So
Yeah.
making a
mine as well,
fighting game is like, oh, you too? Yeah, that's
for sure.
fire, bro. Yeah, I got you.
I love GTA, if you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course, bro.
So I like just trying to make it feel like it's real. Like you can
This actually
live here.
Yeah, like this really does encapsulate the GTA. Like this looks pretty much like GTA, you know? Like you got like you said, the day and night cycle going. I didn't even notice that, like I looked away and came back and the time was different. So
Yeah.
that's good. You got the custom animations going. Hey bro, what's that? Yo, where'd that joint come from? That
What?
floating plane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's just testing.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. You got the working elevator.
Well, it does
Yeah,
work.
pretty
Not in this build, I guess. I was trying to go up.
Oh,
I didn't update it yet.
all good. Yeah, like for example, like doing that through verse, like elevator moving, it's probably just moving and then moving back. Like it's like one line of code to move it. It's just literally called move to, and then you plug in the location, and then you have like a little timer that waits a little bit, and then it can move right back.
Shoot, it's a terrible way to do things, but I have to just use sequencers. But I hate that the way they, like, that train is on a sequencer, and if you get on top of the train and then just fall off, you'll get thrown across the map like so far. I don't know why that happens.
You know why? I can explain that to you. So everything that happens through sequencer is server sided, and server-sided collisions don't work with the Fortnite character. So if you made like a cannonball or something and you were shooting a cannonball across the map, if you put the Fortnite character with collisions on, by the way, and then that cannonball hit your Fortnite character, they'd probably get extremely fucked up. Like it won't even function properly.
Oh shoot, I just did it. I don't know how delayed it is, but this is crazy how far out it put me.
Is this
Oh,
in
hold on.
UEFN or is this creative?
You talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking about who's ever talking about the collisions.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's in UEFN.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So if you want to do like physics-based collision stuff, I mean honestly, that's what they kind of released the update today about, but can't publish with it, unfortunately. But if you do want people to stand on something and move with it, you can use like a prop mover or something like that,
But
and they'll be able to move. But for a train,
isn't that the prop mover is just like kind of one?
Wait, are
position
trains
straight
actually
to another,
possible
right?
in UEFN now?
Wait, say it again. You both asked the question.
He can go.
Are trains actually possible in UEFN now?
He has a train working right now. I mean, you can't.
No
like,
way.
jump on it. Yeah, hop on the stream. It's in his bio.
I mean,
As
it's
if he actually
a
started screen sharing.
kind of a fake train. You can get in it, but it just you're watching the camera that's attached to the train, and your player is just standing in a box like somewhere else.
Are you like streaming on Twitch or
It's
like
on YouTube.
what? Oh,
Yeah, it's in
you're
it's in his bio.
Okay.
Here, if
Hey, I'm
you-
advertising for you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you click on it, the train's about to come to the station, and I'll get on for you.
Wait, hold on. I gotta take out my dog real quick. I think he ran across the house to go
Gotcha.
shit.
Alright.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Can you actually get inside it?
I kind of make it look like you can, but you can't. I mean, I guess if I opened the model up, you would be able to walk in there, but like he was saying, like standing on the train and then getting off of it just like launches your player across the map. So
Are you doing like a, is this like a Battle Royale or?
that's like a GTA map.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, see, you're not actually in the train. It's just a camera that's looking at the train. On the map, you see my guy way out here.
Where it shows the perspective of an engineer on this train. Just an idea.
Yeah,
Don't know how hard that's gonna be.
that actually wouldn't be too crazy. It's a little delayed, so I don't know how far behind you are on what I'm telling you.
I just saw you exit the train.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you kind of saw how that
You
worked.
know what? Your map is pretty cool. I might just give you a sub.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it, but I have to wait for Epic to fix a glitch with the
Okay.
cars. But I might have a workaround.
These custom cars.
No, it's like I can't even put down more than like 20 car spawners. And then I can't launch a calculation after that, so I can't even upload the map.
It would also be nice to see if we have. Do you have lumens on this map?
I don't think so. Why?
I'm just curious because most Fortnite maps I see nowadays have the new lighting.
I'm not sure if it was on by default, then it probably is. But if you had to do it manually, then I probably didn't do it. Because I really don't even know what you're talking about.
New ray tracing, like the ray tracing, like you see how like in chapter 5 or chapter 6.
Oh, well, I'm using the chapter 4 lighting, so maybe not.
Ah, gotcha. So what's the gameplay loop like?
I'm still kind of working on it, but right now, you can kill other players, you can kill NPCs and get little bits of money like that, or you can go into all these different stores and rob them and get money.
See anything you like, I'll remember
So I'll
your
rob
face.
this guy right here. Got $200, and then once you get enough money, you can go on your phone and go to this website and buy like a business, and then the business will let you make more money by doing different things. So
What businesses are there?
there's a car dealership where you repo cars. There's a warehouse where you sell guns, and then there's the last one is, it's not really a business, it just lets you do heists like robbing banks and jewelry store and stuff like that.
I'm guessing. Is there gonna be cops and Is there gonna be cops that are gonna try to come against you if you have a high enough Watson level?
I don't really have a like good method of that because the NPCs just kind of act stupid, and I think it's gonna be like 40 players, so like teleporting cops to, like if everybody's wanted at one time, it just wouldn't work.
Fair enough.
And then like they can't drive either, so like if I spawn them around you, they're walking and you just get in the car and drive away, and then they can't even do anything to you.
Yeah, true.
Like I do have some cops in though. Like, I started this mission over here, but I'm still kind of working on them because they act stupid. I need to put them in a better spot, I guess.
I'm guessing. Alright, talking about like the bots.
Yeah. They're literally not even walking around. I don't know why.
This map is huge. I'm surprised you haven't reached your memory limit.
I still got 40,000 left, so I'm doing good on it.
Nice.
But I mean, as far as the map though, I think I'm done. I'm kind of working on mechanics still.
I'm hearing rumors that they might be adding a Star Wars franchise collab into creative.
That would be cool. I would hope that they would do that. I like the Walking
Oh,
Dead
yeah.
collab they just did. That one was really cool. But the
I'm
Star
surprised
Wars
they
one would be
didn't
crazy.
do any, I wonder, is that collab, is that like a limited time collab, or is that like
No,
permanent?
that's
Walking
permanent.
Dead. Okay, gotcha.
I think they're gonna start letting you drop those in like 2 more weeks.
The Walking Dead ones?
Yep.
Cool.
I've been working on one, but I don't know if I'll have it done by then. Just have a lot of work to do on it. But I do like that though. I wish they would do more collabs like that. Like the Ninja Turtles one was okay. But I don't know, they're not really cool enough. The Star Wars one would be awesome.
Oh yeah, flying TIE fighters and X-Wings, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and just like being able to like, make different planets for people to go to.
Oh yeah, and different like, even like flying inside of like a Death Star or Star Destroyer.
Yeah. And the weapons. Weapons.
Oh
they
yeah, the
probably
blasters
let
and
us
the
have.
lightsabers. That'd be so cool.
What's up?
I'm back. Had to take my dog out.
What's up?
What's good, bro? Yo, I was funnily enough, I was literally thinking of that the train collision issue while walking my dog. So I just remembered that, damn, I mean, you would kind of need verse for this, but just to let you know like the possibilities, right?
Yep.
So if you teleport something that the player is standing on, they teleport with it, but same thing with like devices or props that you're moving. So like if you use the move to function or the teleport to function, they'll teleport with it and the camera angle won't change. So it won't be like a huge jarring change in their camera angle wherever they're aiming. So through like Verse, if you're using like move to functions to emulate like the train movement, like you can still have the train moving and stuff, but like if you have like some sort of invisible plane on top of the train and then you move that invisible plane through Verse, theoretically the player should be able to stick to it without falling off.
Y'all got any tips for healing for playing Zerbuild BR?
I mean,
Oh,
like,
like
trying to win?
Like how to win? Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm wondering the same thing.
Oh no, dude!
Oh, man.
I have not even loaded up an actual game of Fortnite in like 5 months.
Yo, me too, bro.
Fair enough.
I haven't really played.
I say I was okay at the game maybe in like season 3. That was my peak, and I fell off.
Not gonna lie, my peak was at around chapter 5 OG remix.
Yeah, I haven't actually seriously played this game in a long time. I just know that I'm gonna lose.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna log in. I'll see you guys later.
All right, man.
Hey, have a good day, bro. Bro, you packed this thing with features. This is crazy.
I feel like I did, but at the same time, I feel like I'm missing a lot. That's why I'm scared to like just drop it. I feel like it's not enough.
Bro, please don't be scared to drop it, bro.
And I'm also that car
do
thing
it.
is getting to my head. I'm like, I haven't worked on this in a minute because of that. It makes me mad.
Honestly, I feel you, and I can't even blame you because it's like they're not really paying attention to that sort of issue for some reason. But yeah, I mean, bro, you should just drop it with 19 cars. I mean,
No.
how many players are going to be in the map? I think that's a good question.
I'm thinking about 40.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay, I see what you mean then.
And then also, like, it's not a super big city, but like, I wouldn't want you to be over here and then you need to get to the other side. Like when you do some of these missions, they're timed, like, to cut off so that somebody can't just like hog a mission. Because like if someone's doing a mission, someone else can't do it. So I have a timer that eventually cuts it off so someone else can do it. And if you don't have a car, you might barely make it or not make it when you're trying to finish it.
I see. What about motorcycles? Does that also mess it up too?
I think it's any vehicle.
Any vehicle, damn.
Because like before I started doing mechanics on this map, I just had the models and the world made, and I wanted to do like those dumb games where it's just like all cars, all guns. I wanted to do a game mode like that, but in this city. So I made a duplicate, and when I went to do all the cars, it wouldn't work. Like I couldn't upload it, and I was trying to figure out why, and eventually I figured it out because it happened on another map where I also had put in a ton of vehicles. And then I looked it up on the forums, and some other guy had made a post, and yeah, once I deleted the cars, it uploaded. So I was like, that's the problem. Just finally, though, hopefully, maybe they will fix it. It's been 11 days since they finally acknowledged it, but they said they put it in a queue, so I don't know how deep into the queue it is.
Bro, that queue is... Bro, you could swim in that queue.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be crazy.
What about hoverboards? Are you sure it's like anything? Like,
I didn't try hoverboards because I don't use them. I'm not sure about hoverboards.
right.
But I mean, I wouldn't care about like
Yeah.
a variety. I just want cars, you know.
Yeah.
Like even
yeah.
just a sports car. That's kind of what I want mainly, just
Mhm.
because of the skins, like that. Like we were talking about customization. That is one thing that can help them roleplay a little more, is having their own custom vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And without that,
Yeah,
it's just
that
kind of, you know, everyone's driving around the same little car.
What about? I'm just trying to think of some workarounds for you.
I'm thinking my idea that I told you. I think it'll work. I can't try it yet.
Oh yeah, because the launching doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that does. I'm hoping
Oh,
they
but-
fix.
You want to leak how to
Yo.
animate in Fortnite?
Yo, he knows me.
I don't know.
What?
I'm flabbergasted. I didn't even know it was possible to animate characters, but hey, you know, we love the method, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I mean, the thing is, like, I can't say too much right now, but just know that I'm working on making my project open source.
Got a word.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
looking
love
crazy,
to.
bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's definitely more games to come. Like that first one is just one inside of the arcade world that will be released. It's going to be more than one. You're going to be able to share your skins across multiple games and stuff. So, got a lot
What?
coming.
Bro.
Yes. Yep. I
How
even
long
got
you been deving for?
it's been since last April actually. So like it's like the 1 year anniversary kind of.
Gotcha,
A little over. Yeah, a little over 1 year.
It shows. It
You play
shows
fighting
for
games?
sure.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Nah, it's looking mad. I didn't even. Again, I mean, I'm pretty new to Verse. I've been doing less than the past 3 months, so I've been getting good because I came from Roblox and stuff and other programming languages.
What?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah.
What's it called? Nah, I didn't. We've been trying to animate, or I've been talking about it with other people, but everyone's like, bro, kind of like a hidden meta right now. So it's gonna be exciting to see when all that information starts coming out.
Yeah, bro. I applied for a mega grant to get the proper funding to like give everybody all the tools they need. Because it's not just about like the animation system itself, but it's also about like you want to trigger things to happen during the animation. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like in base Unreal Engine 5 and any other build at Unreal Engine, there's what's called animation notifies, and you can basically just have a flag that triggers logic at a certain point in your animation. But we don't have that in UEFN. But I created a completely separate animation flag system so I can trigger stuff at certain times during the animation.
Word.
So
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what I'm saying. And like it's more features than that too. Like I have a complete menu system where all you have to do is just create a widget blueprint and then throw the buttons on there, make them wherever you want, and then if you press one button, you can go to the next menu that you set up. And that way you don't have to do any verse. But it's only limited. Yeah, it's only limited to like 6 buttons because it's working off of the what's it called? The HUD message
model dialogue thing.
Yeah, that fucking thing. And they push the dude, I hate it so much. They push the
buttons, man. It's annoying.
yeah. It's crazy. But I will say you can do a lot with 6 buttons. You actually can. Yeah, like I'm using a combination of actual Verse UI for like my character selection screen and the weapon selection screen and stuff, and the stage selection screen. But I'm like the menu system that I made, like you can create like a new custom menu logic class, and then you can like do Verse UI or whatever, and then you can go back to using the 6 button setup if you want. Like it's interchangeable.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's real. That's real, bro. I mean, I'm not even trying to glaze. I'm flabbergasted. I was scrolling on Twitter, and I saw you in here. I was scrolling on Twitter. I was like, "Who's this?" And then I was like, "Damn, that's exciting. That's exciting for sure."
Hey man, I'm glad you're liking what you're seeing. I'm gonna be launching a playtest very, very soon. Like
Hey,
today.
bro, let me know.
Yeah, hit me up. Add me if you'd like. I mean, I can.
All right, bro.
I was just talking to Juan Wick about launching my Discord because I had it made for like a little over a month now, but it's just been like me and the team working on stuff. So, yeah, I just finalized the combat last week. So we have guarding. I didn't even showcase guarding. You're getting some leaks right now. I got guarding in the game. I did showcase one of the cutscene grabs in the game. So like, you know, grabs beat guarding, attacks beat grabs, and there's your rock, paper, scissors design, right? For like a fighting game. So the combat's done. And I just revamped like the dodging system. So it went from like a straight line dodge to like the Ultimate Ninja Storm style dodging where you can dodge around the player. I got some sick clips coming. I might start working on some editing today.
Need a Naruto for
Oh, this is
That would be fire,
imagine having to like charge up
Hey.
chakra and learning different jutsus from doing missions.
oh my god.
Yo, listen. Oh, that's crazy you mentioned that. I'm giving y'all some behind the scenes leaks. So I only got 2 weapons right now. Great sword, you know, the two-handed big ass cloud like sword, and then dual blades. But you know, I'm gonna have tons of weapons in the game, and it's gonna be hand-to-hand combat too. Like,
Bro,
yeah. So
that's-
with that
that's
being
hand-to-hand
said,
combat.
yes, sir. And you can weapon switch mid combo. Like you can weapon switch whenever you want. So it's like Devil May Cry style weapon combos. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This shit don't blow up, bro. I'm suing Epic. I'm gonna blow the facility. I'm actually gonna crash out. If I see a red versus blue over this shit, I'm done.
Someone's gonna steal your whole
I'll be-
everything out of your map and then just start a red versus blue.
In red versus blue.
Yo, that's funny y'all mentioned that shit because you know, someone did make a fighting game in UEFN, but it was literally a red robot versus a blue robot, and like the attacks don't even work properly. Like you punch and it doesn't look great at all. But I respect them for doing it. I definitely respect them for doing it, but to the magnitude that I'm doing it, like
City, more
you know,
like
I'm trying to give people like a real fighting game
have to live here
experience.
with
Like
people like you.
I got frame data in this bitch, you know, like so it's gonna be crazy,
Just make sure you like get, bro. Play test before release.
Hell yeah.
You know how verse be, bro. Sometimes it be tweaking under certain conditions. I swear.
bro. It tweaked today. It tweaked today,
Nah,
bro.
bruh.
Yeah, like the input detection system isn't working anymore because the input trigger devices have a bug right now where on release isn't firing. So in my game right now, yeah, like I just figured out because I actually did a playtest last night with my team, and everything was fine. Like we had fun, we was whooping each other's ass. It was great. But then today I boot up the game, and bro, like the attack is stuck. So like when you press attack, it never releases attack because the input trigger device is fucked up. So I'm like, and that's how I came in here. I'm like, yo, is it just me? Like, let me see if everybody else, you know what I mean? So I met some cool people in here today. Like it's been good vibes the whole time.
Yes, sir. No, I was using Dota Wait for some stuff, and I couldn't use it in a loop. It wasn't counting as a suspends like operation. But I was like, wait, a wait is suspending the loop in itself.
Bro, are you
bug? So
are you talking about? Like, I had like some, like I was awaiting, well not awaiting, but so like I was using an asynchronous, like I had a sync going on, right? So I had a sync, and then I had 2 blocks because you want them to start at the same time. So The problem is like after one block finished, because I had one like awaiting for something to happen, and then after that it would set a variable to a certain value. But right now I'm getting a build error which is really weird. It's like a ghost error because like when I build it's fine, but actually it's like underlined red telling me that it's an immediate expression. I'm like, what? Like I'm awaiting first, and then I'm setting
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Is that what they're talking about? Okay.
That's what they're talking about right now. So that'll fix itself too after the bug out.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm so glad they know about this shit, bro.
Nah, real, because I was getting all red today. I'm like, bro, this was just working like a day ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Twin told me that his you know Twin, right?
Welcome to Echo
When?
Wave FM.
Twin, yeah.
Relax as
Oh,
we go on
no.
a journey to open your
Whoops.
mind.
Oh, word.
I might be out of the loop. All I do is code.
Nah, you're
Close your
good.
eyes and listen.
What about them?
Echo Wave
What
FM.
are they doing?
No, he's what's it called? He owns 404, the studio. But what's it called? Yeah, I was just mentioning him. That's my teacher, so.
Oh, really? Yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
404 Studios. I feel like I've seen them mentioned somewhere. Like they have like what's one of their most popular games?
Recently, the most recent one. I don't know if they're most popular, but recently they did the Legends Landing event thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's massive. That's huge. Hey, well,
sir.
you're in good hands, bro.
I'm saying, bro, hey.
Yeah.
But it's good. He's been able to freaking get me on board. Because Lua is, Verse is very more object-oriented programming, I feel like. So there's a lot more like rule sets and stuff. And Lua Roblox is just so free. So it's so different. It's so different.
Yeah.
I was struggling to do the YouTube tutorials for the past year, but I was like, nah, I gotta find somebody who can teach me, bro, for like a good price. Verse teachers are expensive, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
And in the ego, yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to say Lua. Is that a Roblox thing? Because when I did some zombies maps in Radiant, they used Lua too.
Yeah. It's not. Lua is actually a universal programming language, but Roblox created their own. Kind of what basically Fortnite did with Verse. You know, they just took pretty much all the rules from the programming language and then implemented their own. It's called Lua U, so it's like a modified version, but it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I know you can do. I know Rust uses Lua too. I know there's a lot of stuff using it right now, so pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you hear that that Tim Sweeney interview that he just did maybe a week ago talking about UE6?
Nah, what was he saying about it?
He was just talking about, and he probably said this before, but like how he wants to integrate Verse and some things from UEFN into the next version.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what. That was one of the big emphases Twin was telling me is like getting into Verse is probably important because if it does become UE6's language, that would be crazy. I don't think they would do that because all the C++ programmers would get crashed. Like,
Nah, honestly, they would. I'm gonna be real with you. I think they would be happy because a lot of the concurrency stuff. Yeah, bro. Like, look at how easy concurrency is.
Yeah.
You know, like through C++, your whole shit can crash just because.
True, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, and like, luckily, we don't have to worry about like is valid checks or like. I mean, you still have to validate optionals and stuff, but which is really helpful. But like, if you
how's Verse syntax compared to C++? Because I've never really used C++. I mean, I've studied it from courses, but.
I studied it I studied it in high school, C++, and I'm like almost 30 now. I would say, yeah, Verse is very clean. Like, you don't have to worry about like, oh, is this a pointer or a pointer reference? Like, you don't have to worry about that shit. Like it's just very straightforward. On top of that, I mean, thank God we're using Fortnite servers because you don't have to worry about client server validation and like replication and stuff like that. Like, you don't really have to worry about that, bro. Like, you could just code and it works. And that's kind of like the same vision that Tim Sweeney has for UE6. Like, he wants people to just be able to worry about the design of what you want instead of having to worry about all the extra stuff like mutexes and shit like that.
Look, because if you came on Unreal as just the indie dev, like no, you're not using no platform like Fortnite or anything. Don't you have to create your whole like network from scratch
Yes,
to connect people across the world and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Hell nah, bro.
APIs. Yeah, like I was actually, before I started working on this fighting game, I was working on a fast-paced parkour movement shooter similar to Guns the Duel, and getting everything to work, especially movement and physics, on like over the network where everything is synchronized across all players is a pain in the ass, bro. And if you just booted up Unreal Engine 5 and you used the base character movement, and then you got players doing all this crazy movement and stuff, it's not even gonna work. It's gonna break down. People are gonna teleport everywhere. You're gonna get, yeah, you're gonna get tons of like problems and stuff. So, I mean, if you look at the update that they just launched today, which is still experimental, the general physics, look at how long it took them to launch that. Just physics.
True.
It
That,
kind
like,
of was in.
it's
That's a
hard.
good point.
Started.
You said what?
They did have it in whenever UEFN came out. Physics.
What, physics?
Yeah. I don't know if there was something majorly wrong with them, but they did work decently. I don't know why they took them out.
No, not like proper physics, not actual proper physics.
Yeah, I don't think it was like real world physics, like simulating properly.
Yeah, like they'll hide some things. They'll make it look like physics is working, but it's really maybe like some sort of impulse of force that gets applied to something like a soccer ball or something. Oh, what acceleration was the player at when he hit the soccer ball? Okay, we apply a very large amount of impulse force to this object, but it's not.
Yeah, like a bunch of
physical.
conditions, huh?
Yeah, like I was even watching the preview because, man, I wake up and look at patch notes. So like I was looking I was looking at the they have like the general physics page now on you know, the documentation, and it takes like almost a half a second for what you just hit to actually get physics applied. It looks terrible. So it's got a long way to go, but yeah, getting physics synchronized over the network is a whole nother ball game.
Hello. Yeah, what's your best advice? Because I'm what's it called? What's your best advice for a young game developer? Because like I said, I got into programming when I was 14. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was hacking those like little video games and stuff, especially on Roblox. Like, I was so involved.
Yeah.
In the adult exploiters, like they're menaces. Like they're some sinister people. They be creating some of the most devious things. So I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, so I transitioned into actual learning how to make games, and then from there I kind of just stuck with it. But I want to have my own studio, bro. Like that's gonna be the end goal for me, is like having a studio team. That's just so fun, and you can make projects 10 times faster. You know what I mean?
I relate to that, bro. That's my goal. Yeah, no, that's fucking beautiful, bro. Like having a studio, man, especially in today's market.
Yeah.
Like indie right now is the way, bro. AAA is burning down right now. But I will say, like when you ask for like advice, like in what aspect? Like, I mean, there's so many different, you know.
Yeah. I would say as far as like how do you? Because I mean, you know, the one thing with me about being indie is like your income kind of relies on your commissions if you do work for other people and the success of your own projects. So like while trying to basically survive and be indie at the same time. Because remember, I don't have no official like degree paper. I mean, I have I'm about to finish the CS50 course just to get a certificate, just in case like all else failed. But what's it called? Again, I'm just kind of like I'm in that boat where I'm like, dude, it's stressful because like every project you make, like you need to see some result, or like you got to pick up commissions to at least like survive the month or pay your rent. You know what I mean? Because I don't have parental support and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is tough. I would say, okay. I think like when you're deciding on like even creating a game, like where do you want to release your game first off? Because I think the landscape has changed nowadays, especially, like, do you want to release a game in Roblox? Do you want to release a game on Steam? Do you want to release a game in UEFN? You know, like, do you want to release it on the App Store? I think like those questions like up front are really good to know, like in terms of like how you want stability later on. Because if you're gonna make a mobile app, Apple takes 30%. I mean, you're gonna have to make some sort of pay to win game or some game with a hella monetization. So it's good to start thinking about monetization early. You know, like that's just one example. If you're gonna release a game on Steam, is it gonna have DLC? You know, like, are you gonna make it paid or are you gonna make it free to play? And then there's, you know, premium purchases inside the game. Like, I'm just talking about like stability. Like, you're talking about income stability, right? Like as a dev.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to release a game in UEFN, okay, how many players? I mean, first off, how are you gonna reel in players? What's your campaign? What's your campaign to get players to play your game? And also, how are you going to keep people coming back to your game? Because you can't have DLC. You can't have any monetization in your game. It's completely free. So how are people going to come back and, like, you know, keep you afloat? Like, you see how like all these questions are like, they have like a different result. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
And I'll tell you right now, like, I could have made this game that I'm making right now in UE5, and then I would have had to do networking all myself and server. I would have had to pay for server costs and all that, and then make it cross-platform all on my own, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right?
Facts.
Like choosing that and then releasing my game on Steam would have put me in this huge boat of games that already exist that I'd be competing with. The reason why I picked Fortnite is because I'm not competing with anybody for an anime arena fighter. I'd be the only one.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
Real.
So it's like I had to like decide that very early on, like, oh, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, where am I gonna release this? You know, so I think that decision alone is, you know, and since it's so unique and all that, like, I want to keep players like coming back playing it and stuff. Like, I think that I just think you got to strategize early, like on where you want to release, because the landscape is so different now. And if you release in UEFN, everything you do is already cross-platform by default.
True.
So
100%.
So like, I think that's a good thing to keep in mind. Like, just like as a young developer, like as like one of the first things you definitely want to think about. Like, second off, like, I worked on this game called Smack Studio. It's a platform fighter, kind of like Smash Bros. And you can like create art and then bring that art to life and like make it a character and stuff, animate it. It's really cool. When I was working on Smack Studio, one of the things I learned is that, like, you know, we had a huge Kickstarter campaign, and the game did get funded, and like throughout the backer rewards and stuff, there were certain perks and stuff. Like, as an indie game developer, I think everybody needs to be doing a Kickstarter, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, because for one, like, as you're building that community, and me myself, I'm gonna have to do a Kickstarter. Like, I got to do one like ASAP. It's just I've just been trying to finalize my game and all this other stuff. But anyway, I think Kickstarter is also a really good resource to have some sort of stability as you're developing your game, because, bro, like, people are hopping on Kickstarter, starting these projects that you would never even think people would want to like put money behind, but it's happening. You know, like, you could see a game on Kickstarter that's complete ass cheeks, both cheeks, and it still gets funding beyond what they've asked for. That alone right there changes their life, bro. Like, Kickstarter is no
funding
fucking
passive
joke.
or is it like return?
So if you don't meet the funding goal, you get 0. So if you like when you say passive or return, like, you just get the funds that people donated at the end of the funding campaign.
and then I mean, is it? But what I mean is like, because I know passive investments, you know, you don't owe anyone anything, but I'm talking about like as return, you know, the
Oh, I
money
see
you
what
get
you.
to go back based off the amount of money your project gets, you know.
So, like I'll say it like this: it all goes to you, right? Like depending on like if you got a team, you know, of course you gotta pay your team or whatever. But like,
Facts.
you know, you get all the funds that people back your project with, but then you still have an obligation to give people the rewards that they, you know, chose to back your project with. Like, for example, when I was working at Smack Studio, I was just telling Juan Wick about this a little bit ago. Like, if someone wanted their own custom character in the official roster, they'd have to pay $1,000. And after that, boom, the team would start working on stuff and, you know, making their character based on whatever character concept they provided. So you still have an obligation to, you know, give people what they paid for, you know. So we had to make those custom characters. I think we had like maybe 5 or something like that. And when I first got hired, I was working on, bro, this character was crazy. It was literally a fish. And I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to make a fish fight? So
Yeah,
I had to get really creative, and you know, it was really cool because the fish was actually from the person's game that they already had themselves. So they just wanted their custom character to be like a character from one of their own games. So I used their source material to like figure out what type of attacks I'd give them and stuff. So so yeah, you know, the Kickstarter completed and everything, but the first thing we did, we got straight to work on those custom characters because that was a really high amount, you know, of money to back the project with. Like you have to basically like, you know, respond to those obligations, you know, when people want their backer rewards. You know, some people, they'll be like,
Definitely.
okay, yeah, like if you back the project with $50, then you'll get a hoodie or something, you know, with our merch on it or something like that. Like as soon as you get the funding, as soon as the campaign's done, you have to like get on that, you know.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I think I have a resource right now who passively invests. That's just for my own
Mm,
benefit. Family member who helps me just get through months.
that's
Because
awesome.
she knows the potential in like programming and you know the whole game development world. She's an
Yeah.
entrepreneur herself, so she's like 50s. She doesn't even mind. She got a lot of bread, but I definitely, like I said, my goal, I gotta get one banger project like on any of my platforms that brings in that like high stable income, and then I'm gonna just start loading up my studio team and then go from there. I'm trying to be like
There
Luffy,
you go.
bro, like build my whole crew. You feel me? Because once you got the crew, hey, bro, now we moving.
Yeah.
Because I can minimize like a project that would take me a month and a half, 2 months by myself, trying to be full stack, take
Hmm.
2 weeks with the actual team. So that's the
Yeah,
end goal.
bro.
But
Yeah. A team
appreciate you,
like
man. Nah, that's tough.
yeah, of course, of course. Like I would love to pass on any knowledge that I have of that stuff. Like I just started working in the game industry like what 2 years ago, and
Word.
it just hasn't been the same since. Like I'm so glad because I was doing like IT support for almost 10 years, bro, and that shit was killing my
Dang.
soul. It was killing my soul.
Yeah.
I just recently quit my job to go full time on this project that you guys see. So
Heck yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I've really got to make something happen with this, and yeah, I'll be going crazy.
Sir. And I'm already knowing. One thing is this. I'll say this on any platform, bro. On any platform. Obviously, Fortnite can be on bullshit. But
Yes.
I will say this. I will say this though. I've never seen a high level anime game flop on any platform because the anime community is so loyal, bro. And like
Yeah, bro.
like they are and any if you create a freaking manga, if you're a content creator and you create your own anime story, like this community I feel like
Mhm.
is the strongest one. So you pick the right genre to like get into because dude,
Thank you.
people love it, you know what I mean? So I can't see this
Yeah.
flopping, bro. You've seen the
And
other
plus,
tycoons, Lumberjack Tycoon, like if those games
mhm.
are doing well, bro, an anime fighter dog and it looks so nice like yours, oh my gosh.
Yo,
What we
this
got?
is making me so happy, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Like it's my dream to make a fighting game. I was gonna make like a Smash Bros style game, like a platform fighter, but then I saw UEFN come out, and I saw how much people were making too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, why would I launch a game on Steam? Why the
Tight,
fuck?
real.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like, if I didn't figure out like how to do like what I was doing, then like, yeah, launch a game on Steam. But like, thankfully, I was able to figure out a lot of stuff. But
Yes, sir.
I mean, bro, the top 10 are making like over 10 million a year.
Yeah, bro, a
Huh?
year, dog. And another thing you got to think about too is like it's a passive buildup. Like even if you don't hit those crazy $10 million numbers off rip, like that's still 50 grand plus a month, bro, off of just a subpar
Yeah,
concurrent player base. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, it's
And a
crazy.
lot of most of these guys aren't even doing like crazy shit. I mean, we got
I would say there's
like
probably like 1,000 real devs, bro. Let's be real. In this
yeah,
community.
Go ahead.
yo,
Like,
I was
everyone
just-
else is just
G and tell you the top map right now.
everyone else is just freaking intellectually propertying and like freaking
Mhm.
spamming out. There's a software where you can take people's maps and like
No
revamp
way.
them. You can't take verse code though, which is nice. You could take
Okay,
like
thank
all the
God.
design and everything. So a lot of these bratty ass freaking hacker kids are doing that. Reposting,
Damn.
bro. There's the XP scams. This guy named Loot Station on YouTube. All his maps are just
Mm.
freaking kind of stolen, re-uploaded templates. It's just
That's
XP,
crazy.
XP spamming, bro. So he gets like 300 kids a day just off that. Like, a lot of the games you're seeing, it's not real devs. It's not real like programmers who are making unique stuff. You know what I mean? Or systems in their game. It's just brain rot. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be cool. But what's projected to happen, everyone's saying, is that more and more advanced like UE gets, especially Verse, it's gonna start
Mhm.
weeding out like some of those brain rot games because dude, you're gonna start seeing stuff. I mean, even your game, like you're gonna start seeing stuff like that. It's like a simple map can't compete with like a high level map at some point, you know?
Yeah. And like I think it's also like important to note that man, there are some really fucking cool maps out there, right? But they never reach the light of day because this is what people are playing. You know, like this is
Mhm.
like the brain rot stuff that you're seeing is what people are actually choosing to play. But I can't. It's like we have to kind of put some sort of fault on the players, but at the same time, you know, of course, Discovery has its issues. But then you have to ask yourself, well, all right, well, how many people are actually searching for cool maps? Because you know, you can search for a really cool map and find it, but it's going to be like 0 players. You know what I mean?
Facts,
So
facts.
it's the fact that nobody's really looking for like they don't really know what to look for, and that's where Discovery comes in and pushes all the brain rot. You know, so
What Fortnite needs to do, they need to create an innovation tab, and it needs to be like one of the highest up tabs for like their top innovative projects. And it needs to be
That would be
something like
cool.
I get the Epic's pick selection, but like I honestly think they need to do it. They need to get to the point where they make a verse tab, bro, for like verse based projects that are like highly
Mm.
scripted. You know what I mean? And put them at the top, like with the other top maps.
There
That
was
right
a
there.
UEFN tab at one point. It was like a updated in UEFN tab or something like that I remember sometime last year, like when it first dropped, and that was like the hype, you know, like yeah, people had their maps in like some sort of UEFN tab, which I thought was really good.
They get rid of it.
Yeah, that shit's nowhere to be found now.
Oh
Crazy.
my gosh.
But
And,
so here's
go
the
ahead.
thing though, like imagine, right? Imagine okay, like not to like toot my own horn or anything. Like I want to highlight what I'd like to highlight what I want to bring to the community at the same time. You know, like let's say I get the funding that I need to make it open source. Then you can make it. Everybody in this chat can make a custom character game that doesn't look anything like Fortnite, right?
Facts.
Then at that point, like when people start releasing stuff like that, we're gonna like we like us developers who are going to release stuff like that, we can't like necessarily depend on the Discovery tab. At some point in time, the algorithm is always going to be shit. This is why people who, you know, have YouTube channels also or let me say like streamers, streamers will promote
Yeah, real.
their YouTube to their Twitch, like, hey, check me out on YouTube, hey, check me out on TikTok, hey, check me out on Twitter, et cetera, et cetera. It's because like, well, they know their shit isn't getting pushed like that on YouTube. You know what I mean? They know
Real.
the algorithm isn't perfect on Twitter. They know it's not perfect elsewhere. So they have to like funnel everything together. So I'll say like when we start seeing those really, really cool kick-ass games come out, they have to not rely on Discovery so much and reel in players like through other methods, because Discovery ain't it right now. You know what I mean?
Facts, bro. And I think another thing to
I think
consider
that's the
too,
strategy.
I agree with you, and I think the icing on the cake is this: if you're gonna do something innovative, because I mean, one thing I've always been told in this community is like, especially being newer, if you're not gonna go for crazy innovation off rip, do something that's working, but like add the innovation to that, try that route. But if you're gonna go straight innovative, I say pick the right niche. Like your anime niche that's beautiful, because what I'm seeing too is people are picking like these niches that you can kind of go play a game outside of Fortnite if you want to have that gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
crazy zombie games, or like why would I play on Fortnite when I can play Resident Evil? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I feel like people gotta consider.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like it's free. It's free.
And in one place.
You know what I mean? And in one place, you don't have to download anything. You just save some hard drive space. But no, I definitely see your point. I definitely agree. Like, yeah, we definitely need some change. Like, I want to leave behind a really good legacy for all developers, like in this ecosystem. I don't know when my time is coming, like in terms of death, but like something that I would love to leave behind for the world is something like this, where I can empower other people to do great things. Like we have so many limitations right now. It sucks. And, we definitely need to change.
I feel you. As long as Discovery never gets to paid promotion, I think I'll be happy, bro.
Oh my God, yo, doesn't Roblox have that?
Yep, they added it, and now what you start to see is the cool, like, mass game producers. 'Cause remember, game producers aren't actually developers. Some of them transition, but like most of them are just rich guys who want to make a video game. You know what I mean? Or like get an idea.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll freaking drop 50K to do the promotion, bro. And it's like, well, GG.
So it's like worse now.
Well, yeah, because all their games will always be on that the advertisement.
That sucks, because then people who want to, release something without that much funding, like, can't really make it to.
Exactly. But Roblox it's just low-key light, bro. Like, it's so easy to build a community. I had a multiplayer game. It was a closed community. I got all these fake Roblox YouTubers channels, but I did like 4,000. Did like 200 CCU a day because the game literally couldn't handle more than that, because it was closed community, meaning it's like a storyline game, bro. It's like a competitive roleplay, put it that way. I literally had to shut people out of the community, and like I was like, look, y'all, I want to open it, but each like month I would open new waves of community members and stuff. But I will say, yeah, Roblox is easier to get an actual audience.
So what is it like? What, server overload or something? Because CCU, like, they would be in different servers at once, right? Or you're saying like your world? Oh, it's server overload at that point.
At that point, yes. We're talking about gameplay mechanics wise, or getting crazy latency. Certain freaking visual effects start wanting to tweak out, and just the combat in itself can get a little wonky. But on top of that, closed community means storyline. So quite literally, the genre on Roblox of like it's like I don't know if you ever knew about those competitive military games, or if you ever heard of them. It's like, bro,
the ones
kids
that
literally
look nothing like Roblox.
kind of like kids will literally show up for events, bro, and like waste their whole days. They'll skip weekends with friends to like be inside of an event, because like it's the way you progress your character.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it's crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy. That's
It's a whole niche, my guy. It's wicked, bro, but it's intense. Like, you get a loyal ass community. So
wow.
yeah, no, if you're doing a storyline, think about it. Like, I don't know how much anime you watch, but let's talk about Naruto, right? There's some Naruto games based off of it, and there'd be like the tuning exams, okay? And like, remember
Yeah.
a Roblox server can hold 100 people. So like, if you're doing tuning exams and you're allowing more than 100 people to 300 people in your game, you have to host tuning exams across 3 different servers, and then that's where it gets like, it would get hard because then just dude, and then managing everyone's data, it gets wild, bro. It gets wild.
Dang.
Oh.
Bro, do y'all have to like open and close servers? That's kind of like
Yep.
what it sounds like. Wow.
Yeah, bro. With events. So listen. As the designer, as the developer, what I did is I implemented RPG, like open world kind of, with event-based system. So like players could level up outside of like having to be inside of an event. Some games though, they're so competitive they won't let players level up outside of an event. They need staff on board in the server to like manage stuff. But yeah, nah. What I'll do next time though, again, when I get back to that with the studio and everything, I'll just do open world, bro. I'm not wasting like, cause I could have got so much more money if I would have just not been closed community and let like anyone play the game.
Wow.
It wasn't about that at that time too. It was just a passion project, you know.
That's really interesting. I didn't know they gave you guys so much server control like that.
Yeah, dude. You can have your whole admin team, and then, I mean, we could create, like I said, infinite admin systems. You could do anything to anyone's characters and stuff. So it goes crazy.
Yeah. Dang. Man, we better get some shit like that. It's like, no, we probably won't.
Nah, bro. I was thinking one thing that what's it called?
Wait, hold on, my dog barking.
Oh, you good? You good?
Have you released any maps?
Yeah, I've done a couple. You're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a featured one. It was based off that Roblox game, Doomspire Brick Battles. I don't know if you ever. It was like a tower game. It's basically Bed Wars but towers. It was featured for like a week, and then after that, bro, once it got out of the discovery, it kind of just died off.
Yeah.
But I got a nice little check from it. I mean, that was my first kind of taste of UE, and at that time, I did not know Verse. It was like purely creative, pretty much, with a little bit of UEFN.
Yeah. You knew coding.
I've done a couple
you knew
more.
code before though, right?
Yeah.
Just
It's
different
just when I was
language?
trying to learn Verse at the time. Yeah. When I was trying to learn Verse, I wasn't really familiar with like much object-oriented programming, because with Verse you really have to use a lot of classes and maps and stuff. And then another thing is the code is on the server. When I was using my other platforms, code is on the client actually. So like when you create variables and stuff, it's only for that client. I had to learn how to store the data properly with Verse, because like if you make a variable and change it, it changes for everybody. You know what I mean? There's a lot of little weird stuff that I couldn't figure out without a teacher, and YouTube doesn't really teach that stuff. So
Yeah, they really don't. I would say like, oh, by the way, I'm back. Oh yeah, bro, maps are the way, bro. If you use maps, like, like I'm hoping your teacher like mentioned this to you, like using, like agents, sorting agents with, maybe some sort of custom player class, and then, every agent gets a custom player class. That's the way, bro. Because I had the same problem, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why is this changing for everybody? What's going on? They don't talk about it. It's not in the docs, bro.
Oh, it needs to be, bro. It needs to be a big red bold line, bro, that says do not store variables in the server unless you're using maps, because it's going to change for everybody, bro. Or even constants. Like, I don't get why that's not disclaimed. Because when I made one of my first maps, after I did like 3 weeks worth of lessons with him before I went off to create something. Dude, I was doing a shop system, and like when a player would get money, the money was updating for everybody. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, and I'm like, I'm doing everything right, and then I was like, oh, okay. Like, nah,
bro.
many people probably released maps thinking everything was working, and then it got cooked.
Damn.
What would you guys say would be the best way to learn Verse for someone like me? I literally know nothing, zero.
No coding experience at all?
Nope.
I would definitely say, honestly, the starter documentation up to a certain point is actually really good. Like, they kind of break down stuff like very, very to the T. Like, oh, you got, you got one sandwich, you got two sandwiches, you know, type of shit. Like they break it down pretty well. So I would say definitely the verse documentation up to a certain point. But like when you, I'll also say this, like definitely know how to sort your data, and like just like we were just talking about, like having, you know, each player get assigned their own data is crucial. Like your game, whatever you're trying to do in your game, like for example, you're doing the GTA map, right?
Yep.
Like if you, let's say someone hacked the ATM like you were doing on stream, and you were trying to do this through verse, like if you didn't sort the data properly to each specific agent, then everybody would get the same money that you just hacked from the machine. So what you have to do is you have to, as soon as the player spawns into the world, you give them a separate class, like I don't know, custom player, right? And you assign them that class, and then that custom player has a set of variables that you can now manage. And then it's like, okay, the custom player has a money variable. All right, when they press this button, let me look through my, you know, list of custom players, and does their agent match, you know, like the custom player's agent? Okay, cool. Let me give them like $100. Like it sounds crazy, and like coming from like zero, you know, coding knowledge, it's gonna sound like Chinese right now, but I'll just say like what I can, like, you know, kind of trickle it down to is like sorting data properly, and also making sure that, you know, one of the biggest one of the code commandments is never repeat yourself. So when you're like, you know, doing stuff in code, you don't want to do the same piece of code. Like you don't want to copy and paste code over to another section of your code. Make sure you got some sort of global function for that, you know, or some sort of module that any class can use that function, you know, like, and a lot of stuff in verse is type safe anyway, so you don't really have to worry about like using like any old
stuff,
piece
right?
of data. You said what?
Said like when you say the type safe, you mean like I know in some languages people like to assert a lot. So like if it's not of this type, you don't accidentally change it. But like I feel like that's not really
Yeah,
a big thing
exactly.
ever.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, it won't even let you do that. It just,
Yeah, exactly.
it'll immediately throw an error, and you got to fix
True.
it. There's that. I would say, yo, what I've learned recently too is I wasn't using optionals enough. I've gotten some game-breaking bugs from not using optionals. Optionals, like, basically, let's say you have a, I don't know, let's say you have a inventory, right?
Yeah.
And okay, does a player have an item in their inventory? You know, when they first start the game, maybe they don't. Then you want to make sure that their inventory in slot 1 is invalid. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing there. You don't want to give it like a empty item inside of the inventory. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at some point in time, they might not have anything in that first slot, and you're going to be performing functions on an empty class, and you're going to be like, what the fuck's going on? You know, like, you want to make sure that it's, like, you want to make sure that, like, if something needs to be set during the runtime, definitely make sure it's, like, starting out as invalid first, which inverse is optional. And then throughout the runtime, you can validate that optional with, you know, a valid check.
Gotcha.
Look, I don't want to overload you. Like, this is like, it's probably a lot of overloaded talk, but just being careful with data, making sure that being careful with data is extremely important. Making sure that you can like sort the data properly is extremely important, and never repeat yourself. Like, never, you know, do 40 lines of code here and then copy it somewhere else and paste it. Just make a module function for it, so multiple classes can use it.
Like, Like I'm gonna say
What you
this. You know, do you know creative devices? You know how to use all
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So if I have a timer that I could use for multiple things, instead of making another timer, just use the same timer. Is that kind of what you're saying?
What you want to do? What you want to do is you want to create a timer class, and then that timer class has a set of functions, you know, that any other class can use. Like it can create an instance of that timer class, and then
Yeah.
now it has its own timer. You know what I mean? Modularity is key. Like you know, having things modular is awesome, because if you compare it to like, you know, like what you have now, like you might need like 10 timers in your world as soon as you start the game, you know, but like in Verse you can create one timer class, and then you can create instances of those timers during the runtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you so much more freedom. It's called object-oriented programming. So it literally allows you to, like, it just saves so much time. Because normal programming, like, I mean, I used to do this when I was young, dude. I was a brute force demon. And what that means is like, that means you're quite literally forcing code. Like you're copy and pasting so many instances of the same thing, and you're not thinking like as strategically as like a proper coder would think. So you're like, yes, it's working and you're getting results, but it's not optimized and it's inefficient. It's time consuming. And what you'll start to realize is like, at least this is for me, it's just you start working for other people. One of the biggest things is you want to be dynamic, which means that code, you want to make it optimizable as possible for somebody who knows what like nothing that they're doing, and you want to make it so that they can use it, if that makes sense. Like if I transfer a game to someone I did a job for, I want to make sure that they can update the code or add stuff to my device without me having to be present for them. That makes sense. That's like a big thing, is like learn how to be dynamic. So you got to learn how to think like a programmer. And another thing I would say is, I mean, there's platforms like it's goofy, bro, and it's boring. Like this is just what they teach you in like CS classes in school. But like, dude, Scratch, like it sucks, but I mean, it really gets your mind thinking like a programmer, bro. And you're already using devices, so devices is logic-based thinking, anyways. And I guess I would say on top of that, like, really learn everything about the devices, because you'd be surprised. Like, if I know some people who made pretty decent maps just by using all the devices at a high level and like mixing UEFN with it. Then they can actually come up with some pretty creative stuff. So like, don't shoot yourself in the foot right now and be like, damn, I don't know Verse, like I'm never gonna be able to make a successful map. Like it's definitely still possible if you have UEFN without Verse.
There's just like
so,
some
like,
limitations, definitely.
Yeah, there's I mean, not, I won't even lie, not some, there's a lot without Verse. But like what I'm trying to say though is, it's just you won't. The point is this: we say there's a lot without Verse, but the reality is you won't even know how to do you won't even know how to bypass those limitations without like really getting into higher levels of Verse anyways. You know what I mean? Like, you got to really know like kind of what you're doing at a semi-intermediate level to like start even creating stuff at a higher level with the Verse. But yeah, man, I mean, hey, but what Bushy kind of said, he kind of broke it down for you perfect. And the last thing I would say is, once you familiarize yourself, really know if you're going to even like programming or not. Like, really throw yourself in the fire, and like if it doesn't overwhelm you, I mean, it's gonna overwhelm you. That's bullshit to say it won't. But like if it doesn't overwhelm you to the point where you just like completely tap out, and that's how I feel like you'll know, okay, I can do this.
That's
because
my
most
thing.
people, dude,
I don't know if I would.
They can't.
I don't know if I would like it, because it's like I'm kind of just more on the environment modeling side of things. But for me to make something that's gonna stand out, I have to have good mechanics, and it's just not. You know, it's hard to. I mean, the devices do go far, like you said, but they only go so far.
Yeah, that's valid. I mean, reality of if you're doing environmental modeling, all that stuff. I learned this because I'm not full stack. I mean, I know some programmers who are full stack, and like respectfully, they kind of are no life, because you have to be on your PC all day, like to learn multiple different skills in game development. But I decided to just focus on programming. I was like, screw the modeling, screw the special Niagara effects, VFX, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'll get side people for that. So what I'll say, Juan, is like, start game planning what you want your primary skills to be, because you'd be surprised about how much money and work you can get just like by collaborating with other people. Like, bro, if you specialize in environmental design for, let's say, UEFN, You started making really clean maps and models and all this stuff. I'm sure there's studios and like other programmers who are looking for you, and they'll pay you a grit, bro. And then you split profit on the map too. That's another route to go if you don't want to get into programming heavy yourself, you know?
Yeah. Could look
I think
into
that's a great piece of advice, man. Because one of my friends, he talks about like he'll just like make maps all day long, right? And then he'll be like he'll come to me and be like, "Yo, man, I started a new map." I'm like, "Bro, what happened to the other 10 that you just made? Like, where they at, bro? I'm trying to play them Jones." And then he'd be like, "Bro, they just need code, bro." And I'm like, "Dude, talk to the community, you know, like get involved in the community some more. You might find someone who can like really help you." And he's like, "Oh, bro, can you help me?" And I'm like, "Bro, look, my plate is full right now. I would love to help. You know, I could help, but my plate is really full. Like I can answer questions and stuff here and there, but like I'm like solo deving a big project. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And it's like he always like his response is, "Oh man, like, but I'm just the idea guy. Like I just do environments, you know." And I'm like, "Bro, that's cool. Like get you a team, man, you know, like."
Exactly.
And I'll say this, like when I worked on this game like 2 years ago, I didn't get paid up front. I got paid based on revenue share. So, and I mean, thankfully I had the choice to choose between the two. Like, okay, do I want to get paid hourly or do I want to get paid a percentage of the game, you know, every time it makes a sale for the rest of my life? And I chose the percent route because it's stable, you know. Like you don't have to unload your entire wallet right off the bat. Like if you need like a programmer, you know, like you don't have to have thousands of dollars at first to pay someone to do it, unless that's what they're asking for. But there are people who will be open to taking a revenue share, you know, type of payment agreement. So if your map does successful, is successful, then, you know, then you can pay them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then
Another
you don't
thing,
even have
Juan,
to
real
worry
quick
about
to add
code.
on top of that, another thing to add to what Bushy just said, over other programmers who are on the come up as well, not looking for, like, make sure they haven't done anything successful. Because respectfully, every programmer who's had a successful project, bro, they're not gonna take anything cheap because they know their value, dude. Like once you like pop your cherry in the game development industry of doing something at a high scale, dude, you start becoming so valuable. Because like, I mean, even in the Roblox community myself, like, I'm working on a deal right now, and this is nothing compared to what studios are making. Like, this YouTuber's trying to offer me potentially like 8K, create a game that's gonna take probably 30 to 40 days. But like, obviously, as a new person, you're not gonna be able to just drop 8K on a programmer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, look for people who are like-minded and like are just exploring the industry and trying to come up too. Because if you go for somebody that has a big reputation, GG's, bro, you're gonna get hit with the DM that says I want 30K,
I
and you're
did-
like, oh hell no.
I did have a guy like that. I got him to make me a couple verse devices, and they were decent price. And then just now recently, he's really gone up. So I'm like, I gotta maybe find somebody else.
That ego, man, the ego.
It's like the thing I asked you for the very first time I got you to do something is way easier than what I'm asking for now, and he wants to charge like triple.
Yeah,
Damn.
bro, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. It would be even more helpful if this server actually really allowed people to post job postings. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm looking to,
Like-
you know,
Dude, I put in the render channel. I put a picture, and I'm not asking anybody to hit me up for renders, but I'm kind of like nudging a little because you can't straight up ask or it's gonna get taken down.
yeah.
They need
like,
a
I
for
don't-
hire channel, bro.
Yeah, I think
They'd have one. That's the thing. They have one, but if you say like, "Oh, I'm looking for work," you know, like this is how much I charge, they take it down. Like, I don't understand.
Put it in the channel, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it shit makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the main Roblox development community server, there's a whole. I mean, that's how I've got commissions the past like 3 years. Is there's a for hire. You can submit your portfolios on there, bro. And then they even have a merit system with Discord bots, where like
Oh,
if you
so
get
good.
people can merit you and like validate your work, and then get access to like the elite dev channel where, dude, like you can start really getting bigger whale clients to pick you up for work. Like that would be cool
That's
if we saw
fire.
that in here eventually.
Yeah, we definitely need that because that would really push the community forward too.
Exactly, bro. I feel like a lot of verse devs, man, they're trying to eat. So like it'd be cool to see them like be able to pick up side work while trying to focus on their main projects too. But you kind of sound like you're like me. Like, bro, when I'm working on a project, I can't do nothing else, bro. Like I gotta have my
Yeah,
whole
bro.
mind on that one project I'm focused on. But I won't even
Yeah.
take work when I have like a passion project I'm working on that's really big. But when
Yeah.
that project's out and you're waiting for it to grow, that would be nice to have that system for sure.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, no, I feel that, bro. Cause, yo, funnily enough, Cypher PK's brother hit me up about some verse work, and I was
Yes,
like,
sir.
ah, man. I was like, look, I'd love to work with you, and like, let me know what you have in mind, cause he was just asking me about like if I was like open, like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I have a release date scheduled for my current game that I'm working on right now. Like I was supposed to launch in Q1, and this was like last year. I was telling him, like, I was like, I'm trying to make my Q1 release date deadline, but let me know what you have in mind. I'm definitely open to working in the future. Once my plate is less full. And he never
right.
responded. And I'm like, bro,
Dang.
like, all right, bro, maybe he's waiting on it. I don't know, but I still
He's
got to
definitely
keep it
trying to milk a
pushing.
trend or something, I bet. He wanted some brain rot
Maybe.
idea.
I don't know. But I thought that was really cool. I was like, damn, like, yo, for real,
Yes,
for real,
sir.
a AAA game studio hit me up last year, bro. I haven't really told people about this except like close family and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, some really big names hit me up like after seeing what I was working on last year, and they were trying to like make I can't really discuss too much because I signed an NDA, but they were trying to make something pretty big, like with a really big IP, and they wanted like some custom character stuff going on, and like projectile work and all this advanced shit, and I gave them a price, and they were like, oh man, like it's not in the budget, it's not in the cards right now. I was like, all right, that's cool.
That's what...
Because look,
Go
at the
ahead.
end of the day, like I know what I'm doing is like insane and like the first of its kind. So like I don't need y'all to get to come up. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
y'all are AAA. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take my methods, and you like, bro, they had funding secured up to like 3 million. So they had $3 million of play money to work with for a game inside of Fortnite. You know what you could do with that shit? Like,
Facts, bro.
what? Like, if I helped them, they were gonna monopolize my methods. You know what I mean? And then when I released my game, I would have been competing with them pretty much. So that's why I was like, look, I gotta, like, it's a big risk for me to take this. So here's what I would charge. And they were like, oh man, like we can't. And then they tried to like negotiate and stuff. But I was like, look, I respectfully decline, but if it ever opens up in the future, like let me know. Like I'm always here to talk.
Yeah,
but,
bro, you gotta treat yourself. You gotta treat yourself like you have the cure to cancer, bro. Like seriously.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I know that sounds crazy, but even with the people you let, if you're collaborating, bro, be careful. Whoever sneaks into that workspace, bro. Like,
bro, that's what
you
I'm
have
saying.
something. Trust me, you have some crazy freaking.
And that's why I'm like solo deving right now. Like I would love to, like I got the same like I got kind of like the same aspirations as you, like when it comes to like a studio. Like I want to have a game studio and stuff, and I work on music too outside of gaming and stuff.
Nice.
So I would love to, like, something that I'm doing that I haven't even told anybody about. Like I would like to get music artists to have their songs in my game. So if you ever played like Tony Hawk Pro Skater or like any of those like sports games, they have like a playlist on, on shuffle. So like I would let people, like actual music artists, put their music in my game, and then it would be in like certain parts of the game. Like, oh, maybe this stage will have this person's song playing, or like the next time you play the stage, it would have someone else's song playing, or something like that, And that's how I would like to give back to the community, like just helping people
yeah.
get exposure and shit. So I got a lot
No,
of like,
bro.
you
I
know,
feel.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to help people.
hey. I appreciate you filling me on the sauce, bro. Like that's tough.
Yeah,
I see the
'cause
potential, bro. Like you got talent for real.
bro, like look at what Fortnite's doing. Like they put in other people's songs in their game. You know, like
Exactly.
it's
You know
crazy.
Panville, right?
Who? FanDuel? You said?
Panville.
Panville? Nah, what's that?
Oh, he owns those box fights, the like OG ones.
Oh,
But
okay.
what's it called? His studio, like they'll do like they're kind of doing what you're talking about. Like I saw David, the artist, they made a 1v1 with him, and they got all his IP to like put all the songs in the map. Like that
Oh,
meta
that's
is sick, bro.
crazy.
Like
Yo, I didn't even
you
know
get some
that.
top-notch artists. Well, yeah, but
Yo,
that's just for a music 1v1 though. Like think about the stuff you could create, bro. Like
mm-hmm.
it could be way more it could be more useful than that. I'm not dissing on him or hating, but like
Mm-hmm.
some sick ass like cutscene music or something with the artist, like that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, listen, bro, it's crazy you just said that, bro. So, have you? All right, let me know if you've ever seen this before, right? You ever
Yeah.
played a fighting game where like the victory screen is just like, oh, you win. Here's your
Yeah.
points. You know, if you level up, yada yada.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I love music, so what I'm gonna do is like I have a placeholder victory screen right now, but in the future, it's gonna be like what I just mentioned to you, like other artists' music on the victory screen, but it's gonna be like a short visualizer of the character who won, and they're gonna be like doing like a little mini performance of that
Oh,
song.
word.
Like,
Yeah, like a
bro.
walkout, like in baseball when you have your custom walkout.
Yo,
That's
I'm saying
tough.
like that would be crazy. I've never seen a fighting game do that. And like imagine like if someone's a music artist and then they see that like in the game, like they're gonna feel so good. Like that shit would be fire.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, I'll leak one thing to you. Haven't started it, bro. Please don't steal my idea, bro.
Bro,
Listen.
nah.
I wanna so freaking badly, bro. I gotta keep locking in with verse. Like I gotta keep training my mathematics too for the physics. And right now physics are kind of weak anyway, so it's gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even want to say. I'm gonna DM you it. I don't know.
All right.
Come on, man. I had my pen ready.
Yo. Oh yeah.
Bro, I want to bring that.
Oh,
to
that would
Fortnite
be
so
crazy,
bad, bro.
That would be crazy. I feel like with the new stuff that they're trying to, put in
It's getting close.
UEFN, that's possible. Yeah.
It's
But
definitely getting closer and closer.
Did you see the preview of the physics?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I saw the soccer ball clip thing that they were. I didn't click play though.
Bro, please watch that because that'll give you a great idea of like
Let me see.
where it's kind of starting. Like, oh man. And just compared to other games physics, I assume it's because of all the server load that they have going on, because they can't do things so immediately. Like even verse runs at 30 ticks,
Yeah.
So
I'm watching it right now.
So you could see like you could kind of see like, oh man, is this gonna be any
Oh,
good?
the delay, bro. The delay.
You see that?
Bro, he hit the thing and then it like, yeah. I see.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So we got a long time before that like gets crazy.
But you know how verse breaks too. I can already see this being messy.
Yeah, but
bro.
look, I'll send you an even better idea. Hold on. Boom. If you can use that, bro, like let me just say control rig is crazy. I'll just say control rig.
Yo.
Crazy.
I got
Can you rig models though, or does the rig have to be on a character?
It doesn't have to be on a character. You can assign it. You can just make a control, right? And then inside your world, you can like have some sort of, I don't know, control rig manager or something, actor. and then put control rig on that actor, and then select the control that's in the world, or select the actor that will match that control in the world, and now you have that actor operating on the, you know, control rig, whatever script you got going on in control rig, that actor is now like operating on. And control rig handles collisions, so
it's true.
But Juan had
the
a
animation
question.
controller. Yeah, go ahead, Juan.
Are you finished?
Yeah, you can go.
What even is control rig? I've seen that when I was looking in the looking at, you know, stuff in the that you can put down. Is that animations? Or no?
So it's a system that you can use to create animations, but it's almost like it's kind of hard to explain it. It's like you can make, it's like a rigging system where, like, if you wanted to use it for a character, you can like assign a character's arm and all the way up to their left clavicle like a control point, and then you can move a control point and it will control that entire arm without you having to animate. Think about how, like, in Cascader, because you use Cascader, right?
Yeah.
So inside of Cascader, you know how, like, there's kind of like I forget what it's called, but above the hand there will be like a control point that you can select, and that will control the whole arm instead of you animating every single bone of the arm. Yeah, it's almost like that. It like lets you animate things in a very rig based fashion.
Can you even use that without verse, or do you have to?
It's completely separate from verse.
Well, like,
but
for
you
me,
can
like,
use
how
certain.
would I put that into the world?
Oh, so there's a control rig class. So if you just went into the editor, boom, you right click wherever you want, like in a folder, I mean, like inside the content browser, then you can create a new control rig class. You open it up, and then you can start making like controls and rigs and stuff like that. But it's very, very like deep. I would say it's probably best like resorting to like a YouTube tutorial for like how to get started with it.
Yeah.
It's very in-depth. I don't even know everything about it yet. Like some people use it when they don't even want to animate. Like if you wanted to animate a snake and the snake had like, I don't know, 5 bones or something, you can use control rig to move the head around, and then it will translate the rest of the bones in the hierarchy down from the head to animate the rest of the snake. So now you can have the snake moving, like all you have to do is control one point, you know, like, and then the rest of the snake will move. So some people like to animate that way, and it's very convenient for them. And yeah, some games even have it's called procedural animation when you use that type of system like that, and you don't even have to have like an actual animation file. It's just all physics based. So it gets crazy.
I seen somebody make like a first person before the actual device came out, and they said they used that.
Oh, control rig. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't understand anything about it.
Yeah, it's
For the thing I sent you, I was thinking about. I mean, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna wait till physics get a little bit more advanced, because like, bro, you already know, like, it's gonna be heavily physics based. But if I had to like, what's it called, improvise right now, only 2 options I like really were animation controller, and then what's it called, potentially the prop mover. But bro, it's so trash.
Don't use that.
I do not trust that thing. Animation controller is kind of cool, but like I don't know how much. I don't know if it can like. I don't know what can really detect the collisions though. You said control rig, so I'll have to look into that. But
yeah, definitely. If you want to detect collisions, the best way to do that right now is control rig. Yeah. I mean, when you say animation controller, are you talking about the animation controller API inside of Verse?
Yeah, there's a way to actually like
with keyframes and stuff.
Everything. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't use that because you won't be able to detect anything colliding.
Not that. Oh yeah, you're right. You're talking about one. thought you were talking about what's it called? Like animating it from the animator thing, but nah.
Oh, control rig.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just
Excuse me.
send you it.
Yeah, that would it'd be very difficult. I mean, I know people who used AABB collision,
Or
and
here, I'm
that
gonna send you
actually
the.
works.
I was talking about this thing. This is what you're talking about.
Let me see.
Just right.
I have seen this page before. That's kind of funny. Hold on. Let
That's
me
what.
see. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know why I'm so fucking sneezy, bro. Okay, and then I mean, even this operates on very even this is great. I will say this is great for a lot of things, but probably not collisions.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Let me see animation controller. Yeah, yeah, this is yep, this is the verse based animation controller. I see. And then but it looks like they're using curves. Let me translate the page real quick. I
'Cause like I
remember
said,
seeing this a while ago.
hardest thing again, if the physics aren't good, like bro, even if like think about the changing the direction, right? Like do something to change its direction, it would just look so chopped. I feel like
Mhm.
wouldn't it be like smooth? It
Oh,
would just be
so this is cool. So they're like presetting the state of the transform of, whatever object in the world, and then they're running back those keyframes through verse. I think that's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do
yeah.
that. But at the same time, like that also, like let's say you have a wall there or something, like the collision profile is not going to respect that if it's through the level sequencer.
Exactly.
The
That's the
level,
problem.
the level sequencer is going to respect whatever transform is in there, and it's not going to end up colliding. I mean, it's not going to end up, colliding with whatever it collides with. It'd be crazy if you could detect like, volume based stuff going on. But what you really can do, I mean, you can always detect in a sphere how close something is to something, Um so you can always like just use like distance XY to test like, oh, how close am I to something? And if I'm in a certain range,
Can
then
you do that with like
yeah.
isn't that ray casting technically?
Not exactly. It's a bit more hacky than that.
Is it like
Because
wouldn't it be efficient though? Like because like I'm thinking from like the perspective of would I literally have to calculate everything that it's next to? Like it obviously be conditional. So like if it's
yeah.
next to this, do this, or like if it's this many studs away from this, do that. Like
So
I
are
just
you
don't know if
talking
it'd be
about
clean.
are you talking about for what you sent me about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like if I
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to,
Okay, so for that, I mean, I don't know, cause those type of objects are kind of. I mean, if you think of it from a collision standpoint, like, what would their collision look like? It would kind of look like a sphere, right?
yeah.
I mean, unless it was. I mean, it's going to be 3D, so it would kind of look like a sphere. So honestly, for something like that, you might be able to use like distance XY for that. They're not going to be up in the air, flying and shit. So,
Type shit.
so you
I'd
don't
love
even
to
have
do it where
to.
like if it got hit, it could go up in the air like naturally. Like it'd be so cool to see that. And, like
Oh,
naturally
oh,
come back down and stuff. You know what I mean?
okay, yeah. Not, well, then, I mean, you have a floor. You have, I mean, your floor height isn't going to change, right?
True. I won't.
So you can set the floor height to a certain Z, and then save that. Hey, okay, so I'm gonna make the prop go up, and you can use move to if you want, like, because move to is a lot smoother.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can
With
use move
like the
to.
looped orientation.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can transform it on the Z, like maybe add like I don't know 50, and then once it gets to a certain height, bring it back down. and then once it reaches a certain point, a certain threshold closest to the floor height, then you know, don't move it anymore, and it just stays on the floor. You could really fake it, you know, like you could fake it a lot.
True.
But of course, you know, that's just what we have to work with for right now, at least. I think it's definitely possible with what I've with what I've learned in verse. That would be the first approach that I would take.
Bad. No, I appreciate you. And yeah, that's the thing. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm gonna wait obviously because there's just other things too. Like, I'd have to get a bunch of custom models and stuff. I couldn't Sketchfab or anything because the intellectual
Yeah,
property on that concept is it's big. Even my
yeah.
Roblox game got shut down using it before, and it was
Oh,
popping.
really?
Yeah, I didn't
Damn.
know. So like, if they're shutting down on Roblox, which like barely cares about IP, Fortnite
Yeah.
is gonna destroy that thing. But have to get all
Yeah.
like it has to be like renamed names, custom moves, like everything would have to be like based off the show, but way different, you know?
Yeah. Yo, yeah, that would be pretty sick. I would say like as far as models and stuff, like you might be able to get away with using the in-game modeling. Shit, hit up Juan. He does all
Nah, real.
modeling.
Type shit for real.
Well, without
He's a
telling
beast.
me everything, what type of model are you talking about?
I'll just tell you, bro. It ain't gonna. I was thinking about making a Beyblade game, bro.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that was my show as a kid, and I know it's still popping now.
Oh yeah, I do see what you're saying now about the IP. Are those still
Yeah, it's just-
popular? Like, do they still make them?
I mean, yeah, they have a whole. They went from different generations. So there's like the metal tops, and there's something called Burst.
Yeah.
It's like the exploding Beyblades, which is actually good. I mess with it. And then
That's
for the new shit, they finally got to this generation called X. And, like, I don't know if you watch Kai C9 and stuff, but they were doing promos on it. Like, it's goofy now. But one thing is, it's coming to the Olympics. Like, there's all this stuff now.
What?
So
That's crazy.
yeah.
That is insane. Yo, I gotta tell my friend about that. He's a Beyblade, like huge Beyblade fan.
So
I was a fanatic.
Wild, yeah.
would your idea to like be to play as the Beyblade or just to like pull the cord and it's just like a random thing?
No, so I would make it so that you can it's your own Beyblade, so you'd be able to customize like spin top, like everything, and then it would create into one model basically.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably do like 20 different Beyblades, like choose from 20 different parts. Like there's 3 different parts. There's a spin track, performance tips, and then there's the metal disc. So like different discs, different spin drivers, or different drivers and tips do different like attributes, different attack power, different stamina. It would be literally like the show. I don't know if you ever watched Beyblade, but
Nah, I've just seen the actual Beyblades, like the real ones.
Gotcha. Yeah, so they have different attributes, like based on what you select, and then it'd be like tycoon system. So, you know, you farm, there'll be systems, you can battle to get more attributes and stuff. I'll make level caps and everything like that. Yeah, it'd be a lot. It's just right now, I think the hardest thing is gonna be I'd have to game plan really the physics and everything like that for it. And I'm still, like I said, intermediate at verse. There'll probably be some like weird stuff I'd run into that I have to work around. But it's definitely something I don't want to get into probably by maybe middle of fall next year or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna focus on what I know I can make good profit off of now before I start getting into like the more investing side of those projects. That'll take more time. But
Shoot, I mean, I could definitely make a model of a Beyblade, but I need to learn to do materials better. It's just,
I feel you.
It's annoying. UVs.
Oh yeah, I'll friend you.
Materials are crazy.
Hey, keep you on that list, baby.
Yo, this is a
I wanna
pretty good
start-
group we got going.
I know.
on
I'm
here.
saying, bro, what's happening?
like this is kind of crazy.
See, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter. My account's new. It's my studio account. I just started
Oh, okay.
switching to that.
Yeah,
Posting
bet.
probably once I make something like I feel like that's cool enough to post.
Dang it, man. I'm still getting this error. I can't even load in still.
Oh, the session? You can't launch session.
Yeah.
Damn.
Still people in the chat talking about it though.
That's so weird. I was able to load into my session.
I haven't tried
It
another
must be something.
world, so I don't know if it's just this one.
Yeah, I've been good. I literally did a release like 30 minutes something, but
Dang.
for update. That's weird though.
Editor cook failure. We hit an error while cooking this content.
Like that's their side, right? That's not me.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, yeah, platform cooking. They're supposed to do all that. I mean, there's some like small things that I guess you can try, like fixing the landscape actors, but that always pops up. You know,
you
like
fix it. It
it's
does
not
it every
that's not a
time.
very crucial thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's updated. I don't know.
Crazy.
Even,
Yeah, I hope they.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping they fix this, like all these crazy issues after today's update, because I have not been able to work at all.
Everything's airing.
Well, it's just that, like as soon as you press attack, it doesn't stop because the release. So the
Yeah.
character's doing a 4-hit combo constantly. That shit's terrible.
Wait, so I haven't tried this because I haven't had a map that's popular enough to like really know. What happens if your if like a bug like this happens and you have a map that's released?
Too bad.
What are we using though?
That's what happened.
Or would it like
bad.
break?
Would it break, you
You
said?
know what I'm saying? Yeah, would it be breaking like the actual map before an update?
The actual game?
Yeah.
Like, do you mean would it break the runtime, or would it break your entire map, like project?
Yeah, like what's it called? Like let's say, okay, for example, the bug you have. Let's say your game was out and everything, and then this bug just happened in burst. Would that like simulate to like the real time in your game?
Oh,
Or would it be
yeah,
using
yeah.
all burst logic?
No, it would definitely. I believe it would transfer over. I haven't, I haven't
hell.
published my map. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've seen a lot of people complain about, like, oh man, this update, ruined my game. And
Ruined my
this is what
game.
Yeah,
I had 5
like-
players, now I have 2. What's happening?
It wasn't verse for me, but I had a map where there's like a collision type that I was using that would let enemies come through and the players couldn't. And then they did something that broke it, and then the whole map just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's not verse though. But
Yeah.
I think it does translate to your published game. Like it will screw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, boys.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
it.
I'm gonna get back to, like I said, doing some stuff. Probably go get some grub. But it was nice to meet you guys for real, man.
Yo, likewise, both of you. It's been
Yes,
great
sir. Hey,
talking to y'all and meeting y'all.
Alex, keep in touch, Bushy. You too, Juan. Like I said, bro. To see y'all's work. I don't know if you post one, but if you do, then definitely check it out sometime. But Bushy, keep tabs, bro. Keep tabs. Like I'm a younger developer, but
Yeah.
I'm waking my way up. You know what I mean? Just getting better each day, grinding my ass off. So
Yeah, bro, you got this, man. The both of y'all, like, if you got verse questions or anything like that, or even UEFN, just editor questions. I worked in Unreal Engine for a few years, so I can pass on, what knowledge I know. If there's workarounds that you need, trust me, that's what my project is full of. Just tons of workarounds, bro.
exploit, brother.
Yes,
figure out what that
sir.
is. Hey,
So,
I'll say
if
this,
you got
Bushy. Last thing I
questions-
want to say to you.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. As much as I'd want to be selfish, be like, bro, leak your methods like once your game's out. Like, bro, it's yours,
Mhm.
bro. And especially, I don't know if are you African American?
Yeah.
Bro, as a brother, bro, listen, it's yours, bro. Don't play with no one's bullshit. Like, don't feel like you have to be a hero either. Like, get your success, get your money, do what you got to do with your methods, and
Yeah.
then when you eat, bro, you can leak it. You feel me? Because I'm gonna say,
That's
don't let these greedy, sinister, freaking respectfully bastards that sit on these top with all these monopolizations of money and empire,
Mhm.
like, get your methods and start using it just to make more brain rot shit, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, the last
Nah,
thing
I
I need
feel
is
you, bro.
freaking Tung Sahara animated in one of these games fighting somebody, bro. Like,
Hey
just-
man,
hey.
much love, bro. Like I really do appreciate that, cuz yeah, like I'm just super thankful that you know, like I had some sort of industry experience before being contacted by that studio, because I probably would have took it, you know, if I didn't know any better, you know,
Feel
and
you.
they probably be making a come up right now, like off of some shit I did for them. So nah, you're right. But like, you know, I don't want to be too stingy. Like, you know, people have been asking me like, yo, like, how you do that? Like, and I'm like, you know, like I can, like, I'd love to share with people because I know what it can do for the community. But like, I got to get myself straight first, and then I got y'all. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, exactly. Cause you gotta think.
that's
Think
another
about,
reason.
look, don't fight fire with fire, but think about if they had that power, bro, or they had that knowledge. Like, are they really finna pass
True.
it down, bro? I doubt
True.
it, dude. I doubt it. There's people who've been gatekeeping. There was a guy. My teacher was telling me he managed to fix the orientation issue with the respawn devices. When you call respawn, you know how it makes it face you backwards. There's like a big bug with that.
Oh, really?
He managed to
Okay.
fix it, and bro's gatekeeping that, and that's like not gonna change your game, bro. It's just that's like a cleanup. But like, trust me,
Yo, that's crazy.
bro. Like, keep that knowledge while you have to. You know what I mean?
Hey man, no, that's some good advice. Like my sister was telling me the same thing. She was like, "Yo, don't go open source. What are you doing?" You know, I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, I just, you know, of course, like once I'm straight, like, I just really want to see a big change in the community. You know, because it really could be crazy. You know, like we could be playing as fucking anything we want in this sort of ecosystem, but it just Epic won't allow it. I don't know. Of course it's going to be a long time before I even go open source. It's only if I get the proper funding, you know, because open source means I have to write a bunch of documentation, you know. So
I feel you.
yeah, but as of right now, like it's under wraps. It's under wraps.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah,
But I
bro.
love
Hey,
helping people with questions and stuff. Like you guys, like
heck yeah.
you know, like, I love helping people with like certain tips and tricks and stuff.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, if I run into anything crazy, like I said, I'll ask you. I would say my biggest flaw in coding is I was a failure at math, bro. Like my ass, I can never take it serious. I'm one of those guys when I lock in on something, I can be pretty talented, but like when it comes to something I hate, it's so hard for me to want to learn. But I don't really. I mean, spatial math is cool. It's pretty. And AI now too can do a lot of calculations, so it's not really a
Yeah.
detriment. But there could be weird stuff. So I guess that's where you'd see me in your DMs the most.
Yo, no, real quick before you go. I'm the same way. I hate math, never specialized in it. And spatial math is what got me, bro. Like I struggled in spatial math while working on this project, because you know, you have to rotate around the enemy to dodge and stuff. Like that was hard to do. You know what I mean? I would say, like, no matter what anybody tells you, bro, use AI. Please, bro. Please. Because like as I'm like typing in the editor, it'll be like some stuff where I'm like, oh shit, like I don't even know how to approach this. And I would just like type a comment, and then I would write out like what I'm trying to do with like certain variables and stuff like that to determine a certain rotation, for example. And then AI would come in, and it might not be perfect, but it'll like kind of point me in the right direction. And then that'll spark a new idea, and I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, I can approach it like this. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's been helpful, you know, like it's been hella helpful.
AI
I don't use
right
it
now,
for everything.
I think it's the king of logic, bro. Like it can really get you on the right road path or roadmap to like, okay, here's what you should try to do. It won't give you the right functions, it won't give you any of that shit, but it will tell you like, yeah, like you said. Bet nah.
Yo, especially design concepts, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like design wise, like I like approaching everything by myself, like design wise, but like if there's something I've been stuck on, and I mean like for over days, and I'm like, shit, like I don't know how to approach this whatsoever, but I want to figure it out. Like I would hit up AI, and like for example, when you're comboing somebody, you need to be able to detect like basically like, all right, let's say your hitbox, because you know, fighting games and shit, like when your hitbox hits somebody, it needs to be able to register again, right? So like you don't only like you register the hit, but you need to be able to clean up that hit so they can get hit again. It's like, how do you clean up the hit? You know, like you need to keep a list of players that you just hit. And then if they're already in that list, then you don't want your hitbox that's already active. Because what if your hitbox is active from frame 5 to 60, which is long as fuck, but whatever. You don't want them to constantly get hit every update, right? So
Yeah.
you keep a list of the players that you already hit, and if they're in that list, then you don't hit them again. I didn't even come up with that myself. Like I was talking with like AI to figure out that like sort of design, and I was like, damn, that's genius. So, you know, that's just an example of like how it helped me a lot, like making games and shit. I think that shit.
Oh yeah. Hey bro, I'm gonna be honest. I named I gave mine a whole name and everything, bro. I call it R2.
R2. Yo,
Yes, bro.
R2.
That's so generic, but I literally just named it R2 because I think of us
'Cause the
like
R1.
programmers of the R1. The
rabbit
programmers of the
R1.
Jedi, bro. We're the Jedi, and like think about it. Every Jedi had his little robot buddy, bro. So like I have mine for like when I get really stuck or I need some quick
Yeah.
math. I'm like, yo, got me, and it will be like, hi, how's your day, Global?
There you go.
It'd be ready, bro. It'd be ready. But
Hey man, you gotta find what works, bro, and that shit works.
Facts, dude.
Works.
Facts.
But
Julio, man, hey, appreciate y'all. Like I said, nice to meet you guys again. Best of luck with your projects. Like I said, Bushy, if you need testers in the future or you got play testing open, bro, sign me up, bro. I'm excited to see how that game feels and looks, bro.
yeah, yeah, I'll hit both of y'all up, man. Yo,
I bet.
good meeting y'all. I gotta work on some videos today and social media promotion, so I'm gonna probably head out too. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Again, you know, like blessing meeting both of y'all. Hope y'all have a good
Sorry.
one.
You have a good
Hey,
one
bet. Y'all be
too.
safe.
All right, guys. Peace.
Okay, so what time do I need to leave then?
Kaylin gets out of school at 3, and then she should be home by like 3:15. She's driving Dad's truck today because her tire's flat. So anytime after like 3:30, you can go pick up Dad's truck. I'm gonna text her and make sure she'll have it at home. She's gotta go get her tire fixed.
Okay.
But anyway, so anytime after that, and then if y'all just want to meet me here in Jackson somewhere, maybe at Target or at, I don't care where.
She coming too?
If she wants to come, she can, but I figured she'd want to go get her tire fixed, so she'll have her truck.
Yeah.
Tire's gonna be so flat when she gets fixed. It would be nice just to go with her truck, so that her fans won't get wet, because they'll fit back there. So I might just call her at 3 and ask her if she wants to go get her tire fixed, and then y'all come this way and meet me.
Okay.
But I don't want to go to Memphis with just me and her, or with it being 2 girls, and I'd rather you be with me or Dad, and Dad don't feel so. I still want to stay with the man with me.
Where are you going?
It's in the city, off of Poplar Street.
Oh.
It's right off of one of the main streets there in Memphis. It doesn't look like it's getting there, but there's a Target right nearby. But anyway, I just don't want to drive by myself in Memphis.
Wait, so what was your other thing with Kaylin's truck? What were you saying?
If we can go in her truck, then we just get her tire fixed, and then y'all can both drive and meet me in Jackson. Or if she's just gonna go get her tire fixed, then you can take Dad's truck and just meet me in Jackson and just meet you both.
So you're saying she's getting her tire fixed before?
Yeah, she's gotta get it
I'm just waiting. I don't know. Well, can somebody come pick me up? I don't want to drive my truck, and then my car is something's wrong with it again. Yes, I'm gonna fix my truck, but I have to wait till Wednesday for my part to come in. Okay. Bye. Love you.
Yo, chat. Should Pandal and I partner together for this, bro? That's cool. No, that's cool, bro. I like that. UEFN just got to keep doing stuff like that and keep pushing for new awesome things. I'm back. Wow. This is going to go nuts.